Good morning. Let me turn the music down a smidge. All right. A little more than a smidge. Good morning, Walking. How are you? All right. The ads should be over in like very, very quickly. They should be over very, very quickly. All right. Normally today I do office hours. Typically. Welcome in. Typically I do office hours on Thursdays. I'm not gonna lie to you. I woke up feeling like hot buttered ass and have zero desire to do office hours today. Does not mean if you have questions, I will not answer them. Just remember, I will always answer a question when it comes to any streaming thing that I can answer. If there's a bot you have a question on, if you want to know how to set up a command, if you have a question about overlays, etc. I have no qualm stopping what I'm doing and answering the question. But Mother Nature, listen, when I tell you yesterday, I complained to Mr. Noobs because I was like, it should be about that time for my monthly to arrive. I don't know like where it's at, but it's pissing me off that it's not here yet. It should have been here this weekend. Good morning, Kinsey. Good morning, then. And then I got into a call last night with Sar and Tommy Rachel and made the exact same complaint, because what happens when you complain about that is it shows up. That was the goal. And it did indeed show up, but it showed up very angry. So I'm like, we're fighting for our lives today. All right. So like, again, I have zero qualms if you guys are like, what about this? What about this? What about this? Stopping and answering those questions. None at all. But I'm also just kind of chilling today. So I don't want you guys to think that you can't ask questions. If you have them, please feel free to do so. I have genuinely and truly. I will say I looked at Firebot for just a brief moment. I downloaded it and then uninstalled it because I knew I wasn't going to look at it today. But Firebot is, I don't want to say it is. Let me just go over here real quick. We'll just yap for a minute. So this is the landing page when you want to download Firebot. This is what it looks like. It is available on Mac. Like if you use a Mac product, an Apple product, you can use this as well, which is why I wanted to bring it up. It reminds me of a combination of maybe Stream Elements and Mix It Up. There is you can see you can do effects, you can do there's a lot of stuff in here, and there are chat commands. You set them up pretty much exactly like you do in any other bot, minus StreamerBot. StreamerBot is kind of I'm still trying to figure out StreamerBot. You can have your chat feed in there, event triggers. I don't know why they made this do this. But, you know, same as like your Twitch alerts, your Mix It Up. If something happens in chat, you get a follow, you get a sub, a dono, bits, hype train. That's what an event trigger is. Currencies, that is something that you get with things like Mix It Up or StreamerBot or whatever. It is how you do the mini games. If you wanted to do mini games, like Mr. Noobs has the volcano command. Some people have like we had hot potato for a little bit. That didn't cost anything, but it was something that we had. It has a currency item in here, so you could do that. The thing with currencies, I don't know how it is in Firebot, but I know in Mix It Up, once I get my merch, it's gonna happen. I have all of the things. I just don't know how to put it together. But like you can offer your community like discounts based on how much currency they have, or if they have so much currency, just using that to purchase items. So that's really the only benefit that I know of a currency is mini games. And if you have the ability to offer that to your community because you can afford to do so, that's a way you can do it. Timers, again, you have timers. SiriBot has a built-in timer. SiriBot is free. Not that Firebot is not free, but if you are a streamer and you don't have SiriBot, I highly encourage you to get it. But if you don't want to, this has a built-in timer. Viewer tracking, easily see who has watched for the most time, chatted most and more. That is also something you can do and Mix It Up. This is why I'm like bringing it up. I know we got a few people in here who use Apple operating systems and they can't use Mix It Up. I don't ever look at my viewer tracking and Mix It Up, but if I wanted to know, say Joe Schmo came in here and started running their mouth and I wanted to see, hello, Nixie, if they followed, how long they followed, if they've ever subbed, how long they've watched stream in general, I can do that and Mix It Up. I don't, because if you come in here being a dickhead, I'm just going to be a dickhead back and then my mods are going to ban you. Like, that's just what it is over here. I don't care if you're subbed. If you're a dickhead here, I'm banning you. It's just that simple. Good morning, Jack. You have games, and this is what I was talking about with like, and Mix It Up, we have like hot potato and all sorts of like the volcano game and slots and roulettes. They also have games available in Firebot. So if you're somebody who uses an Apple operating system, a Mac, I'm not sure. Is it Mac or Apple? Because I know Apple and Mac are like the same. But like people, I don't know. But if you use Apple products, no, you go to bed, Stitchy. Sleep sweet, go to bed, get some rest. Maple, I'm down with Maple. But that's why I wanted to bring up Firebot. Like, I know Kinsey uses an Apple product, a Mac, and was looking at something for a Mix It Up replacement. Firebot may be that option for you. Moderation, you can use, here's the thing. Twitch has some really good in-house moderation as far as things that you can't see. Here's what I want to tell you. If you're streaming in your band, there's 2 band places you can put banned words. There's a public list that only your mods can see. And then there's a private list that only you can see. If you're concerned about doxing, don't block your address, because that just gives whoever found your address confirmation that that's your address. Block road, lane, avenue, boulevard, street, anything that indicates, and that way it blocks any address, and it's not giving you verification that that is my address. It's just an address, right? So like, these are things I have learned as we go, you know? But you can do that in moderation in Twitch. You can also do it here in Firebot. You could do it if you wanted to and you're Mix It Up. The big one that you're going to get in Firebot, if you're a Mac user or an Apple user, that you're not going to get in Twitch or in something like Stream Elements, is the games. There are games you can play with Stream Elements, but these are the things that like separate like bots like Mix It Up from bots or from things like Stream Elements and Twitch. It is, I've seen a lot of people use it. Get the hex code. If you want to send that, I won't tell you no. Okay. But yeah, it doesn't cost. Its cost is nothing. It's free. It's always free. It's always going to be free. Perfect. Thank you, Sar. Thank you, Sar. That makes a lot of sense. Actually, that makes so much fucking sense. Yes. So, and like Stitchy said, your mods can approve or deny it. Like if it's not doxing, then they can let it through. So if I decided in my in Stitchy's chat to put the White House address and it gets blocked, her mods can be like, oh, that's the White House address that can go through. You know what I mean? So like, you're good. So like, there's little safety tips, you know, there's little safety tips like that. It is not a cloud-based bot. Neither is Mix It Up. This is good and bad. It is good because everything is stored locally on your computer, which means it's yours. Nobody else can get to that. It's bad because when you download games through Discord that you shouldn't have no business downloading, and you have to clear your computer and you don't back up your bot stuff, it all disappears. So make sure when you do that, regardless of what bot you're using, that you back up your bot data. All right, your Mix It Up data, your Firebot data. If it's a streamer bot data, you know, exactly. It works on Twitch. So thank you. I love doing space bones. I'll be very honest with you guys. I have a hard time because like when I did my split dye, the side that was bleached is very thin now. So this side always, you know, there you go. I don't use StreamerBot. It's one that I'm trying to learn. So I'm glad that you are familiar enough with it. StreamerBot backs up every session, which is good to know. If you're multi-streaming, this is the only issue with Firebot. It's only currently working on Twitch. I will have to see if that's a setting I can turn on. There was a big update with Mix It Up. I will be spending a lot of time this weekend setting up stuff for Kick on Mix It Up because they added Kick integration now. I need to like sit here one day. This is really easy to do. I'll show you on my left side because it's easier than my right side. This camera's pissing me off a little bit. There we go. So, but like, you know, it was last week. It was in the last like 10 days, but they've added on Mix It Up, like, oh, I didn't have one yesterday. But you can see here in Mix It Up, they've added kicks. That is their bits. Kick does kicks instead of, you know, and that's fine. But they've also got Kick channel. And then we have that custom power up now. It didn't update for me yesterday either. So maybe, I don't know. But they have integrated Kick here. I also need to figure out how to set up my bot account in my Mix It Up. It didn't work last time I tried and I just gave up on it. Operating systems, Mac OS 12 or higher. So like they don't get automatic updates. That means you have to come here and manually check for an update. Typically, I would just check once a month, you know? Yeah. And then obviously you can do all of the things here. So thank you. I appreciate that so much. That's what this is. Listen, I don't know if Vicky knows why I'm going to get this little hex code plugin. It's really because in Paralives, I want to be able just to make all of my stuff match. And I messaged the developers and their feedback, and I'm sure 100,000 other people did too, about possibly adding a dropper tool. So I could just like, if I have an outfit on and I want my accessories to match a certain color, that's why I want it. So I can hover over it and get the hex code and then use it in Paralives. I'm not even going to lie to you about it. I'm not even going to pretend that that is not the reason I want to do it. So there's that. They have a Discord. They have a wiki. They have tutorials. See, it is not just me. I did indeed message the Paralives team and was like, I love all of the options for picking your colors, because they have the color wheel and then they have they have like 4 different options to pick a color. If they could just add a little dropper tool, that's all I want. I'm not going to listen to Mongolian Jingle Bells, but if you like this song, it is Mongolian Jingle Bells by Umet Ozkan, and it's good. It's a good time. I don't want to hear this either. The issue is I set up my stream deck here so I can just skip all of my music that I don't want to hear. And now you guys get to listen to me how he has to listen to music, you know? But they have their entire team here. This is everybody who works on it. But yeah, looking at it, I will say, I connected it, but it didn't work the next day. And I was like, you know, that was my exact reaction. So I'll try it again tomorrow before stream. There was a Fortnite update today. So if you plan on playing Fortnite today, remember there was an update. Typical gamer stuff got dropped into the game. All sorts of jazz is happening. So, you know, hello. I hope you're having a fantastic morning, Jack. I don't know if, here's the thing, right? I look over and I see little Isla Jean Jelly Bean sitting under this chair on her side. And before we were concerned because she's breathing real fast. I think she might be getting better because now I'm like, is she breathing at all? Which means her breathing has slowed down enough. It's possible. I logged out of it because it wasn't working, and I said I'll figure it out later, and later is still later. Listen, here's the thing about me. If you need help with something, I will stop what I'm doing and I will help you do it. If you need somebody to sit with you while you get something done, I will sit there with you and help you get it done. When I have something to do, I'll do it later. I'll just do it later. It's Future Quib's problem, always and forever. All right. she's still breathing fast. But you know, stream, we've just started, but we're gonna do a lot of Paralives today, I think. Good night, DJ. Sleep sweet. Hell yeah. Oh, shish kebabs. Well, I hope her birthday is fantastic. I know she doesn't stream, but let her know that we love her just as big as we love you, and that we hope her birthday is amazing. Yeah, I'm not sure. She's laid out right now. I know we got to go back to the vet and see what's up. I'm waiting to hear back from my job application. I went in there on Monday and talked to them a little bit. There's another store opening. The person who needs to do my interview is helping set up that other store. So until that's done, they won't be able to interview anybody, which is like, so like, it's like, hurry up and wait. I will, like I said, the person that would be my direct supervisor, I've worked with before. I really like it. And I told her when I went in there, I said, I know you guys like to do internal hires. I know that there's probably people internally that have applied for this job, and I don't want to take that from anybody. And she looked me dead ass in my face. She goes, there's some people that we would always take back regardless of who applied, you know? So like, I know that she's pulling for me, and I appreciate that. So it's just a game of hurry up and wait. But once that happens, and we could, like, I have a viable source of steady income, then we can get her into internal medicine specialist and see what the bigger issue is. So that's kind of what we're waiting on. Like, I am getting a job to pay for my cat's vet bills. If that doesn't tell you how much I love these silly little animals. I love that cat so much. So that is all. But yeah, Stream or Firebot, you can use it. Anti-paladin is an option, but basically it's a paladin. What are we talking about? I want to know what we're talking about here. So I'm a cultist. But yeah, so I know, like I said, normally on days like today, of course, no, we love wifey. We love that wifey loves and supports you. Gives you all of the things you need, and wifey should also know that we love and support her. And if she needs, she needs to yell at somebody, she knows where to find people. Exactly. Happy birthday to wifey. It is stressful. Oh no, I'm so sorry, walking. It is so incredibly disheartening to apply for job after job after job and not get them. And all people say is, well, just get a job. Just apply. You don't think people aren't trying to get a job? You think that we're just pretending? That shit drives me crazy. So I hope that you get a job that's better than the job that didn't want you, because that's just what it should be. It is really hard right now. Exactly. Like, I am very, very lucky that the community I've lived in for the past 17 years, I've left every job on good terms. A lot of them, again, like where I'm applying now, would have no qualms taking me back. They've asked me to come back multiple times. And I'm not saying that to like toot my own horn. I know that is a very lucky and privileged position to have. But even now, I'm like, I might not get that, even though there's people pulling for me to get that job. So yeah, it is really hard right now to find a job. And if you're struggling, just know that like, you are not the only one. Like, it is rough. It is rough out there. And hopefully you not getting that job means there is something better in the works for you that you're just not aware of yet. So like, I don't try to like, yes, little Ava. Are you going to come up here? You are in the worst position for me to get you up here. What are we doing? Yeah? She's right here. Like, her head is right here because she sits on my footstool and tries to climb up here. But she always comes up here when I'm in the worst position. Good night, Stitchy. Sleep sweet. Lord. There you go. You are now up. Congratulations. Um, yeah, that's it. Yep, it is hard right now. Hell yeah. No, that's fine. Listen, when I tell you working at the tow company, because I used to work for a tow lot, was one of my favorite things to do. I was in everybody's business. You get the calls from AAA and the police and everything. It was fun. Listen, if I can do anything, I can lurk in a stream. I can come in and say hi and do a lurk refresh in a stream. Easy peasy. And if that's all I can offer, I will offer that 100%. So no dying, but get some rest. You've had a very, very busy like 3 months with family coming in and out. Yeah. Yep. No, I was, I think everything is concerned. Like my kiddo was able to get a job when she got down there, but I'm always like, what happens if something happens? Like, so, hello, pretty baby. Don't lick my face. You can sit there and be cute though. So like, yeah, it is like, even at your base entry level jobs, fast food, gas station attendant, whatever the case may be. Listen, I feel you, because today is day one and I am ready to punch baby Jesus in the left neck. All right. So, but like even those jobs, it's like you have to know somebody to get in. And it's crazy. I'm going to have to disinfect my arm. I don't know what she's looking, because everybody's period has decided like this is the day. Listen, $10 an hour is, hell yeah. Listen, I need 2 shout outs. Can I have a big shout out for both Walking, because if you're not already following Walking, you should be, and Luigi, because I creep in Luigi's chat quite often. I don't know if Luigi knows I'm there. I don't really say a lot. But I do hide out. It's the vibes over in Luigi's chat are top tier. The vibes over in Walking's chat also top tier. Walking does Final Fantasy and Fortnite and all of those things. Luigi does Fall Guys and Fortnite and Cult of the Lamb and a couple of other games like that. I have certain places I hide in the morning when I'm getting ready, and Luigi is definitely one of those places that I hide. I don't know. For a long time, everybody blamed me, but I don't think it's my fault. I think I fell in line with somebody else, That just means we're all good friends, that is the hardest part, is like stream schedules. There's so many people that I want to like go and hang out with, and I'm never there in time, because like we do spend too much time with each other. I'm in bed, or I'm getting ready for bed, or I'm just tired. So, but yeah, today I see it's Sar's fault. It's all Sar's fault. It's not Sar's fault. Mine was late. Same. Typically I know when we're getting there, because like it lines up when my medication runs out, and my medication just ran out yesterday. So listen, I would love listen, it just is what it is. Yep. Listen, the hardest thing about streaming is getting a schedule that works for you. If I get this job, my schedule's changing. I don't even know, like, I'll be able to plan my streams out, I think like 3 weeks at a time, but it's not going to be as consistent. I talked to the manager there, and he was like, you know that this is like an assistant manager position. I said, I'm very aware. And he was like, that means mornings and evenings and weekends. And I said, I'm very aware. I know that it is every other weekend. And my only request with that is it lines up with my partner's every other weekend because he also works every other weekend. Outside of that, I'm chilling. So it is hard. But once you find a schedule that works for you, and here's the thing, a lot of people don't think about this. I highly encourage you on your, let me open this and bring it over here. And this looks crazy. Just don't worry about what this looks like because that's not what we're doing here. We go here. So on your Twitch, if you stream, yes, I have my own stream up. Please just let it be a thing. There's a saying here, schedule. If you don't have a Discord, you don't have a lot of people in your Discord, I always check this to see when you're streaming next. I have my schedule for this week up, but not next week up, right? So I will come into your stream. I will go to your schedule and I'll say, oh, have they filled this out? No. When I tell you, I heavily rely on this right here because there's so many of you guys that stream and that's not a bad thing. I do this every single week. Exactly. Because it converts it to their time zone for you. Easy peasy. It tells you them what days, what times, what the game is. If you don't know, like this, on this, whatever day that was, it just said TBD. Don't let me bully y'all. Don't let me bully y'all. But it only takes a minute to set up. So like if I come in here and I hit edit schedule, this is what it looks like. I'm going to go, mine is already set for every day, right? So every Monday is closed duos with Tommy Rachel. Every Tuesday is community games. So typically it's Fortnite. Every Wednesday, probably for the foreseeable future, is going to be Paralives because that is my game. Thursdays is office hours. And then Friday is another community games because that is my schedule and that's it every week. I can just set this up to repeat every week. So, but it is a very easy thing to set up. You literally just go in here, you add a stream, you can delete a stream, you can go on vacation mode. So if I decide in 2 weeks, I'm going to take 2 weeks off, I just turn this on before I go and my start date I put in and my end date I put in, and it says that on my schedule. It'll say like next stream is, and then the date from 2 weeks from now. So people know that like, hey, they're on a little break, but they will be back and they know to come back and check the schedule. It's just, I do it as I set up my schedule in Discord. And like I said, because mine is the same pretty much every week, day to day, I only had to set it up once. I do have to come in here occasionally and edit a game. So, but it's easy. It's easy. So I'm going to go here to Paralives. Again, we're just going to be yapping today. It's yapping. I like to do building when I'm yapping. All right. So before we do that, though, I am going to go into the mods. I added some. Some of them aren't working very well. I don't know why these are off. I'll turn it on. Fuck it. Why not? And then I don't know what that is either. I want to be in Paralives because that's what we are actually. Oh, it didn't change my category on Twitch. That's my bad. I can absolutely, I showed a little bit how to do mods yesterday, but I can absolutely show it again today. So when you open the Paralives menu, you just come down here and click mods and it'll open this. You're going to browse for mods on the Steam Workshop. Because that's what I'm doing, I'm going to switch to this scene. These are the ones I already have installed. And the nice thing about this is you can just click them on and off. If I don't want this darker nights, I can turn it off. And now it's not in my game. When I go to play the game, if I want it back on, I click it on. You're good. I don't love, there's a difference between like you coming in here, me not knowing you, have never met you, and the first day you're in here, you're talking about how you stream and your stream schedule. That's self-promo and I don't like it. But everybody in here, like if you were in chat, I'd be like, oh, when are you know what I mean? Like if you were in my ear, I'd be like, oh, when's your 24-hour stream? It wouldn't even phase me. So it is very easy to do. I'm sorry that you and Twitch are going to fight today. But you click this browse for mods and it's going to bring you right to the Paralives workshop. And literally all you have to do if you want this, for example, is you just add it to your, I think I have a lot of these already, but you just go through here and you click what you want. Like I have this. Last time I was on here, look, we're already at 20. I was on here last night. And last night, this was at 17 pages of mods. We are now at 22 pages of mods. But yeah, you just go through here, view hidden and friends only items. Cool. But there's also households and houses. So if you're not looking to mod your game, you just want to download some houses, you can just click this and it's going to show you the houses people have built. So like James Turner has built a split level. Danielle builds, fantastic builder. If you are a simmer and you're not following Danielle builds, I encourage you to do so. I used to watch her YouTube videos all the time. Beautiful house. Lil Simsy already has uploaded a house. So like they've got just houses if you want to download a house, or you're like, oh, I don't want to download the house, but I do want to download a household. You can come in here and people have already started putting in household members. So that's the bullshit. So you can also just come in here and download Paris. If that's, I might grab this para. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, but like, it's incredible. And you just add these to your games, you know, and there's 154 households. So I love that y'all love yapping here because I also love yapping here. But yeah, you can just, or if you want to see all of it, you can do all of it. Good night, Stitchy. We love you. Have a good sleep. I will say, who needs to go 100 speed? Me. If it doesn't have a picture, I don't even look at it. So they've added different games you can play. They've added flags. They've added all sorts of stuff. Not a Plock 19. I love modders, brother. I love modders. All right. I don't know if they are in here. I know they said they had to do some errands this morning. No fucking way. Fight them. Fight them. They've got some UI needs. I downloaded a pastel one. Not Marge Simpson here. Love that for us. They've got different pride flags that you can change your UIs to if that is something that interests you. Blackout tattoos. So if I want this, I just hit subscribe. And now I have that tattoo. And then I go back and it takes me right back to where it was. I'm not a huge fan of this. And I'll explain why. I don't hate on it. Because like Paralives is not The Sims. Oh, that's fair. Listen, I showed Mr. Noobs that TikTok of her yesterday and I was crying laughing of you like walking around and her just rolling past you going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That might be one of my favorite clips of all times. It genuinely just makes me laugh so fucking hard. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. They have the pan pride flag, they have the lesbian pride flag, they have an MLM pride flag, they have a bunch. They have a bunch of pride flags that you can use to cover your UI with. Somebody has added filters to the game. We kind of went over that yesterday. They have pink. This one is in footballs. So if you want your unit measurement to be footballs, you can change the little thing underneath. This is the one I have. Because of course it is. But that's all you do. If you're like, that's what I want to be a superstar, I click this and then I hit subscribe and that puts it into my game. I'm not doing this, but that is how you do it. I had this. I'm going to undo this one because I don't like it anymore. And I need to go find my cartoon censorship. It doesn't, the fire one is cute. Oh, I have a mod I need to show you guys. The fire one is very cute. I haven't come across it yet, but when I do, I will point it out. But it doesn't cover all of the, like, it doesn't show anything. Look, there's an orange one just for Jess, because we know Jess's favorite color is orange. Ooh, zodiac tattoos. Yes, please. There is a mod I need to share with the class. Once I find it. I have heard that Jess likes orange. That is the rumor. Where are you? I'm looking for 2 mods right now. I'm looking for, see, here's the buy one. I'm looking for the cartoon censor. And I'm looking for, and look, here's the Final Fantasy 14. So your character can have the 14 logo underneath it, or the little running thing. There's the supernatural tattoo. Where is the one I want? You can also take the sensor off. I like having the sensor. It is what it is. Oh, I like this. I like the hair. I'm going to grab that. Here's one of the tattoo packs. That's another one. I have 1 and 2. So here's 4. Now we got to find 3. There's the trans pride flag one. I think the ones that change the UI like colors is really cute. This I might grab because but here's the thing. You can change your wants. Like was that Sims 2 that did wants like that? There's my volume 3. I don't ever really pick a want. You know, I just don't. Where are you? It's one of the more, there it is. This right here. Sacrificial Mods, who, if you are a Sims player, is known for wicked whims, has made a para twerk mod, and your para does indeed twerk, and it builds relationship conversation so fast. It's so fast. When we get into game, I'll show you my twerk and para. It brings me joy. I encourage everybody to get it just because it's so silly. It's so goofy and it's so funny, and I love it so much. I love it so much. It is Para Twerk by Sacrificial Mods. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It does indeed make me giggle every single time. I was so excited. I was showing everybody yesterday. Where is my one thing? I know what the picture looks like. I get the feel like I have this, but it doesn't work for me, and I'm not sure why. But I don't want to give up on it yet. Is it really on? Yeah, this one. This is the one I want. But yeah, that's how you do mods. That's it. It is really just that easy. I promise you. And then you just close that and it brings you back to this game. And then there's all of the mods, even the ones we just added. They're in alphabetical order. But you can see volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 1. I have all of those. There's the key tattoo that I just grabbed. I found Fred the loaf. It is a loaf that looks like a frog. I have 2 of them and I'm not sure why. So I'm going to delete that one. And done. Just that easy. Brings me joy. And then we go back. So let me continue this game. This is my offline save. I'm just going to show you the twerk and then we're going to build. I want to look at some of the build by stuff that we maybe haven't had the opportunity to really delve into. Because I don't know if you guys know, I'm a builder. I very much prefer any kind of sim game to build. I'll take a screenshot. Yeah. You wouldn't bump me? It does take a little while for your game to load. Come on, buddy. There you go. So this is my para. I'm at a restaurant. Oh, it did work. Look at it. So I can just twerk. Look at me go. Look at me go. Look at me go. Look at it. It brings me so much joy. Look at her. And then like I could be like, oh, I want to talk to this pregnant lady. So I'm going to talk with her. I'm going to stop twerking. I'm going to talk with her. Right? Look how proper I got all of a sudden. Now we're just chatting. Now we're just chatting. And I'm going to click myself and I'm going to... you're not going to let me twerk with you? Twerk. She doesn't want to twerk with me. She don't want to shake it or break it. All right? That's all. I just needed you all to know. If you don't have the twerk, it doesn't hurt anything to have it. All right? You just have a little twerky twerk. It's cool. Let me go to the main menu. I'm not going to save. I'm just going to go to the main menu. All right. We're going to do town. I don't want to do the tutorial. We've done the tutorial multiple times. Listen. My little para does not give a fuck. All right? She just is like, I'm twerking and all is well. So we're going to do a new game. Essentially in The Sims, this would be a save file where you do your builds and you like move people in. I just want to build. And then maybe we can upload some of these. So I'm not going to give myself a budget. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to do the things. I don't care. All right. So for this, we're going to use some money cheats. But we're going to find a lot to build on. This is the one we live on for one. We have this here. This is a large lot. Let's start here. Actually, I know where I want to start. I want like, there's only one lot in town that you can actually build on. And that's this one here. And I do like that. Maybe we go for this beach lot. Okay. I'm just going to do a completely random. Okay. She's cute. Hold on. They hit me with a cutie out the gate. What's your formal fit? That is not formal. This is more formal than her formal fit. I'll hit you with a couple right here. A couple of randomizes. Beautiful. She's cute as shit. Millie is also a really cute name. Millie, was that Win? Is that how you pronounce that name? I'm pretty sure. Listen, she is cuter than hell. Millie, I don't like Millie Dairy. Crossaria, Kersey, Doherty. Hello, miss. I like it. Picasso. I'm just gonna randomize this. Bloomy gonna make, because none of this matters to me. All right, so Millie, welcome to the world. Okay. Now we're gonna go into I have a message here with a pinned message. Boom. This right here, if you are wanting to do, I'm gonna put it in here. That is a link I was sent. It is a safe link. The link is safe. It tells you every single cheat available currently in Paralives. How to bring up the cheat menu, all of that. Go get some food. Sustenance is way more important than this. All right. So I'm going to do my money. So in order to open our cheats menu, it is what? Control F1. I'm not in here. Control F1. That's what their cheat menu looks like. I'm going to do change the household balance is set money. Oh, that's cute. There's a lottery one. So like, it's just a list of all of the different cheats. There's time cheats, there's character cheats, there's money cheats, there's personality cheats, there's household cheats, there's need cheats. All of the cheats you can think of are in here. All right. I just want a money cheat so I can give myself, we're going to do set money. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There. That's the max amount of money you can have. And we're going to go here and we're going to build. Listen, valid. 100% understand. But to be fair, the link is only from me here. It was given to me by Tommy Rachel, and it was given to Tommy Rachel by Nixie. So if anything happens here, it's IGN's fault. That's all. All right. This was vetted by multiple people before I posted it in chat. I didn't even find it. So it was found and then given to me. But yeah, there's a ton of it in here. A ton of cheats already available in here, which is really nice. Well, you have a great rest of your day at work. I'm sorry that you got to be at work. Exactly. I'm just following this time. That's all. Yeah, you're a liar. That's not in here. But I know that this was in here. Hotel Trivago. Do you guys remember those commercials? Tiny. When I tell you, your ears must have been burning, because literally last night we were all wondering, like, me and Sar and Tommy Rachel were in a call, and Tommy Rachel was asking how you were. And I was like, I know she's busy because she's got some real life stuff going on, but like, your timing today is impeccable. How are you? How have you been? I miss you. I miss you. I like hanging out on Tiny streams too. Tiny is a hot fucking mess of the best kind. I just want to see what this does. Oh, that could be my little island. It's not, but that's so fucking cute, guys. We're never leaving the cheat menu. We're never leaving the cheats menu. Is that the only one it shows? Oh, I straight up did exclamation point. That's the only one it shows. I am so glad you're getting settled in. I know it's a lot, like, to move, especially with tiny, you know? So I love it. And then we have Bear. Look, it's so cute. What's 8-ball? I've really been enjoying this game. All right, brother. So, but that's your cheat menu. We have our cheats. Now we can build this on this lot. Yes. Okay. This is where we live. This is where we live. I will also let you know that Tommy Rachel said the same thing. Every time she thinks of you, she thinks of hot dogs. No, you're so good. Good morning, Kenzie. I hope your father-in-law and you had a good conversation. I hope everything's chill. He's not in here, so I can say this. I just want to let you guys know, you can do with this information what you will. Ian the Archer, my little brother, his birthday is tomorrow. I'm not doing a kudos board because just go say happy birthday. All right. Nothing. What happened was it's a long story short. I clicked to get a link I shouldn't have clicked. My Discord got hacked. I had to reset my computer because they had put a key mappy thingy on my computer. So they got all of my passwords. And in my rush to do so, to save all of my data, I had deleted all of my Mix It Up data. So we had to start over with Mix It Up. I was able to get my quotes back. Oh no, that's fair. I hope he's having a good time. Long story is, with Tommy Rachel was playing a game, was told by a community member that she had a game that they wanted Tommy Rachel to check out. They sent me the link to a game. I assumed that it was the same game they were talking about. Little did I know they had already gotten hacked. So I clicked it thinking that was the game the community member had. Just the coincidental timing of, hey, you should check out this game. And an hour later, me getting a DM from that same person about a game. That's the only reason I went with it, because even my computer was like, don't do this. And I was like, they wouldn't send me that. And they didn't. Funny story, they didn't send me that. But yeah, so I had to completely reset my PC. The only thing I was able to save from my Mix It Up was my quotes, and I was only able to do that because I contacted Twitch for my chat logs, and then Mr. Noobs figured out how to get all of my quotes out of my chat logs. It was an experience I don't wish on anybody, and I hope never happens to anybody again. Yeah, and then like I fucked up. That's why we always joke now about when I post a link anywhere. I made a goof. It do be like that sometimes. All right, so we're in build mode. I don't want to like clear the lot. I do want to make, where's my terrain paint? Here. I'm just going to make all of it grass for now. Just regular old grass. Yeah. Yeah. I lost my Discord. They had access to all of my email, like all of it. They got all up in my PC. And the only reason I was able to like get the word out is Tommy Rachel messaged me on my phone and was like, what the fuck is happening? And I was like, yeah, the thing is I had 2-factor authentication on my Discord, and they were still able to bypass all of that. So just be careful. Just be careful. All right. Are you awake? Are you barely awake? Are you still awake but barely breathing? Okay, so I want this house. I want this house to have a basement. I'm sorry. Hopefully you're getting over it very quickly. I don't blame anybody. I should have listened to the warning signs. I should have like been more attentive to what was happening, but I don't blame anybody. The person, if the person hadn't mentioned wanting the game to be checked out, I never ever would have done, you know what I've been? I would have been like, this ain't who this says this is. Like I would have known immediately. Just the coincidental timing of you should check out this game, and then like an hour later, hey, this is a game. I got good. All right, I want a basement. All right, so that goes there. Okay, so this is what I've learned about building in this game. This has a ceiling. Hello, Jess. How are you, Jess? JJ. What else we have? I can't even be like JE because we have Jess Enchanted and Jess Entertainment, you know? How did you guys like, First of all, I want you to know I was lurking in your stream last night, Vicky. I know you and Jess were doing Paralives together. I looked up and you were in the middle of a character. And then I looked up and your character was the smallest. Like you made it so little. I was like, why is her character 3 feet tall? Because the last time I had looked up. Just days. I'm gonna call her I don't know. I just call everybody, it's hard because you're both Jess. Sometimes my mouth does this thing where it doesn't shut all the way and causes me to spit out my drink. Am I the only one? I have 2-factor on everything. But after that Discord thing, I don't know how well it works, you know? I just don't know. All right, so if I page down, it puts me in here. But if how do I add a basement? Speaking of 2-factor authentication, we did learn how to do a foundation, but now I want to know how to do a basement. Basement building tools are currently unavailable, but you can force a basement, and I don't want to force a basement. I don't want to break the game. That's it. That's the entire quote. That sounds like an issue for them. You know? All right, so let me go in here. In here, I want to do, this is going to be the kitchen. I'm going to use this tool. This is the room separator. This allows me to change the floors and the walls in this room separate from this room. That is a big difference than like if you're a Sims builder. And I'm not trying to make this comparable to The Sims. I think most of us here have played and built in The Sims before. So I'm trying to, and they don't have an at my workplace email. Yep. Yeah. Who set, did they set that up? Were they the ones that like did all that? Man. I'm hiding. So I'm gonna make this the kitchen, which means I'm gonna make this dining room. And then over here, I think I want to do, this will be a bedroom. Okay. So bedroom, bathroom, entryway. Here. From this entryway, I'm going to throw the stairs. Yeah, as soon as that is available for public release, I will probably be snatching that up. I do already have Twisted Mexie's better camera, which is available on the Steam Marketplace already. I love when people are wrong loudly and confidently, because it makes you like feel so much better when you're like, actually, chuckle fuck, you're wrong. Yeah. I'm going to ask you this question, Iru, not to be mean or rude. I'm just genuinely curious. Is this a problem that like you need to be involved in, or are you just like letting us know you're going because you're dumb? Because I'm down for either. But my favorite is when you have to get involved because your coworkers are dumb. I don't love that for you. I just love it for me. You know, that's all. Good morning, Lynn. Oh, damn. I'm sorry it is your circus and your monkeys. Good morning, Lynn. %78%. Hell yeah. Oh, let me check my walnut score. Ooh. Hopefully Lynn does not have a higher walnut score than me. Y'all all are gonna have a higher walnut score than me today. That is the lowest walnut score I've ever had. The game is having, or the universe is having pity on me today. It said her ovaries are exploding. She is not a walnut today. Right? No shit. Ooh, Jess is not as much of a walnut as me. W Jess, because I'm very impressed anybody got a lower walnut score than 23%. What's my cutie percent? That feels correct. Although 100% all the time. All right. Let's be, oh no, that's also a fucking lie. All right. Star is 1% more walnut than me today. But sometimes that 1% is important, you know? I'll add them to the whitelist. Right? That's always the worst. And then like they act like it was their bright idea. Oh yeah, I can just do that thing. Yeah, that exactly. That thing I asked you to do and you decided it wasn't worth your time to do. I'm glad you feel better. I need to clean as well. But I don't want to. I got to do laundry. All right, stairs. I want to use these stairs to go upstairs. That's my entryway. So I might put them here. No, there we go. I'm going to pop them here. And then I'm going to go upstairs. And if I click this, I just saw this. Oh my gosh, what is her name? I can see her face, Sarah Kindle. Listen, today is my day. I'm dying today. I'm struggling. I am, Isla. I know. So that's why we're not doing office hours today. Again, if you have questions, feel free to ask. But I'm struggling. So if you're looking at these stairs, we already know you can make them bigger. You can make them, you know, whatever you need to do. But with this, look, it has built-in railing. Or we can do, this is our railing. So if I only want the railing on one side, I know this game is new and not a lot of people know all of this. I'm still learning this. I don't know that yet. That's all of the things I'm trying to figure out today. But yeah, here you can choose what side you're, no rails. You want them on your right side, you want them on the left side, or you want them on both sides. You can do that from here. Zoom out. I'm listening. Because I am enthusiastically ready to learn how to do this. I zoomed out. I'm assuming I need to get out of the stairs. Zoom out more. More. I like the gameplay as well. I like that, like with The Sims, like you have a job and you do your own storytelling and things like that. I do like this is a little more structured. It gives you goals, and there's kind of a, you know, like the community center and the museum, and like you have little goals to achieve along the way as well. So, do I just highlight the whole thing? Can't highlight the whole thing. Zoom out where you get the icons. Okay. So to here. Yeah. Now click the house. There you go. Thank you, Jess. So here you can place from the library. You can save it to the library. You can move the entire lot, or you can bulldoze it. So now I can... That's the old, oh, you click this to actually move it. Cancel. Put it back. Put it back. So you guys catch that? Now I have a mod that I can zoom out more. So you may not need to zoom out this far. The mods that I have right now that may be affecting this is zoom out more and clear map view, because normally in the map, when you start to zoom out, it kind of like fades, blurifies. Getting something stronger. I love this song so much. Throw Some Ass by Sophie Tucker. So also, PS, by the way, speaking of Epic, please note a creator code in Fortnite works on the Epic store for any game you purchase. All right. So if you're looking at a game on sale and you want to support a creator, in the checkout, it's going to ask for a code. You can put any creator's code in there and they still get 5% at the sale. Quit giving Epic all your money. Support a creator. If you don't want to support me with creator code ItsQuivHey, that's cool. But use a creator code. There's tons of them out there. Cold Jimbos for Gold World, the Mater Soup for Mater, Backdoor for Backdoor Kels, Tommy Pickles for Tommy Rachel, Stitchy for Stitchy. Like, use a creator code. I don't care whose it is. All right. But in the Epic store right now, one of the free games is called Calico. I need you guys just to look at I did indeed download the game because like the premise of the game is a cat cafe, but like the trailer has these cats walking around like people. So if you have the opportunity to check out the Epic Store free games Calico and just watch the 2.5-minute trailer, I did indeed several times giggle. Yeah, I was like, what is happening right now? I'm very excited to open it and try it out later. But yeah, so I do like that I can now zoom in here. And if I want, because we were trying to figure this out, and it is the entire lot. So make sure you have the things placed that you want there. So I can move this all the way around here. That's good to know. I kind of like where it is. So no, the game looks really cute. Like I'm not shitting on the game. I just want to clarify that. But like the game looks very cute. Like I said, you're building a cat cafe. Hello. If that is not like, and it's free. Also, baby streamers who may not have the funds to purchase all of these cool, fun new games. Epic does a free game every week. It is not going to be a game that necessarily you're going to love, right? But if I look at my Epic library, I have gotten so many good free games. Calico was on there. Bear and Breakfast was on there. Botany Manor was on there. Cozy Grove was on there. Like Hogwarts Legacy was on there. If that's your thing, I got it because it was free and nobody was getting money for it. I've played it for 20 minutes to get a back bling in Fortnite that I'll never use. You know, I have a lot of free games from the Epic Store. It's a good time. So always, and in my Discord, we have a channel that is literally called Free Epic Games. All it does, the whole point of that channel is every week it tells you what the free Epic game is. So you can just go and grab it. All right, so this is what I want to do here. We've looked at the stairs. Oh, let me place that. So here is that's where we can pick out our sides. This one is how you can either add or remove the walls underneath. So if I want the walls there, I can leave them. If I don't want the walls there, I can get rid of them. And then if I go up a floor, this one, so I don't have to find matching railing, allows me to pop a railing right there. I don't have to do nothing. Okay. So that is how you do all of this in Paralives. So like I said, I was watching TikTok. Sarah Kendall pointed this out. I don't know why I pronounced her name that way. Yeah. Hello, Bublin. Can I have a little shout out for Bublin if you guys aren't aware? Bublin also streams Bublin Buns. Streams a little Fortnite. It's a good time over there. Very chill vibes. Go check them out. It doesn't hurt. How many times do I have to tell y'all? Follows are free. You may find your new favorite place and you wouldn't know because you didn't go see. All right. Worst case scenario, you don't like it over there. Best case scenario, you found your new favorite place, you know? I think I need to move these stairs. It is not me. It is not you. It is not you. I'm gonna put this here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this area. I will be very honest with you. I cull my following, like the people I follow on Twitch probably every 2 or 3 months. If I go through there and I haven't watched you, I don't recognize who you are, whatever the case may be, I do indeed unfollow. Not because you don't come into my stream and I'm not going into yours, and that's an empty follow. I know Tommy Rachel has said that before and has touched on that before. This is something I've done my entire Twitch career. Like, it just, there's so many amazing creators out there, and I want to be able to have the space to follow the people that I enjoy following. So I always make sure that, like, there's people on my list. If I'm not watching, if I'm not hanging out, if, you know, like, yeah, I'm never going to feel bad if you also unfollow me, because, like, if I'm not for you, I'm not for you. And that's okay. I would much rather you find a space that you love being in than sitting over here following me and never showing up. So. Now, are there people I follow that I don't go into very often? Sure. But I still go in there and hang out. So. All right. We're going to add our second floor here. Anybody? I don't know if I'm going to keep this entire second floor like this. Honestly. That is also, or like if you're a Fortnite creator and you're close to 1,000, if you're within like 50 of 1,000, I won't unfollow until you hit your 1K and like have your code and stuff, and then I might unfollow. But like if you're close to a goal, I will wait, because I know what that's like. And that's just it. So I don't think there's a creator that doesn't appreciate their follows, honestly. If you're a creator and you don't appreciate follows, maybe you're something like a creator. Maybe. So I don't know that I want this whole space like that. I think I don't think I want this to be there. I think I want to make this a deck. Okay. Entryway, bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, dining room. Hate it. Hate it. I did get rid of all of my tree. Ooh, that is not what I want. Get out of here. I'm just gonna make my... Listen, I am quick to delete something if I don't like it. I'm pretty sure at one point we had a counter to see how many times I deleted something in a build when I was doing Sims regularly. Can I not delete this? Balls. I can't delete this and it won't go away. Your best friends. I don't want to like kind of want to do, it's pissing me off, Robert. That is me indeed. That is indeed something I would say. Do we want to do modern? Do we want to do Cape Cod? Do we want to do Florida? Like, I'm trying to think of like the beautiful thing about this world, and I will give it to them, is they do indeed have like some older style builds, but you can see there's also like modern influences. There's some industrial stuff going on. They really did a good job integrating a bunch of different little styles. So I think I want to do a more modern style. Also, this field cracks me up. I thought in live mode, when you were playing the game, these little cows would move. They don't. They just stand there. They kind of do give us platforms. Paid actors indeed. We were playing with it last night. So like if I want to do a foundation here. Get off of here. That's not what I want. Right, there's that. And then I want to build on top of this. I just pull it up. But I can also do that inside of the house as well. So I'll come over here. And then I will stop it, game. You're pissing me off. My bad. And then you delete this. And then you do your build. And it be the man I need. Stop it. And then you make these walls taller. And then if I'm like, oh, but I want this part to be flat platforms, I can take this little tool, this one right here. This is our invisible wall tool. And then I can go boop. And I'm like, cool. Now I can take this part and raise it up. Give me the arrow. And then I can take a little half wall and like put it here, I think. No. I did it the other day. Stop it. Oh, I remember how I did it. I did my half wall first. Right here. And then I took the stop. Stop. I swear to God. Fucking game. And then I took this half wall and also moved it up. I don't remember how I did it. Now it's pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. There we go. There's my half wall. And then I pulled this up. So there's my platform. And then I can take my stairs. Please switch directions. Sometimes I gotta remember this game is in early access. And it's gonna piss me off. Is it stop? Does it need to go this way? I can always shrink it back down after we get the stairs placed. Why am I? That's why. I was hitting the wrong button. Don't judge me. And then pull this. Pull this down. And then I have a platform. So Same. How are you? Oh, Pelts. Are you cool if I call you Mel? If not, let me know. So I just make it small. Perfect. How are you, Mel? But yeah, I just do it here and then I can move it and then we can go in here and do it so we only have the stairs on the one side. So that's how I do the platforms with the stairs right now. And I haven't had any issues with my para being able to go up and down them. Like it is, you just got to remember when you do the half wall, if you already have a foundation. So I already have this foundation out here. You got to raise the height of your half wall in here. So if I wanted to do another half wall back here, I'm going to raise this up to like as high as it can go. It's not going to be much, but you can see it just peeking over the top. And then I'm like, okay, I can make this a single step and pull that up. I don't know if that is going to be considered a single step. I don't know, like a sim would be able to make that step. I don't know if a para is able to make that step. We could find out, but I also have to build a little porch. And pull that out. No, this is not my final form. So we're going to take this. We're going to bring this back down. I think it was at a 3 or a 4. Let me put a door on because this tells me how high I have to go. So this needs to be up. Quit making my house taller. I want this wall. It's doing all of the walls. Please hold. So this probably needs to be, but you see it gave me a roof as well. Give me my half wall. Maybe a 5. A 5. Baby, where the hell is my husband? Okay, and then I can take this and lift it up. So now we have that, and then we grab our stairs and we can pop these here. And now I can say to my para, let's see if this works. That's cool. Are we going to do this today? Where's my, okay. Can you go here? No, they can't go there. Can you go here? Okay, so they can make it up these stairs and these stairs, but they cannot make it up this single step. It will not let it, they won't let her go there. But it is letting her go up the stairs. Platform worked there. It did let her take that one single step. So there you go. You got to be a little patient, but it did. I mean, this whole house is a little short now that I see her in it. So there you go. It does indeed work. You just have to like, the thing I've learned with Paralives is you have to build like the house in order to have a roof. This is where I fight. See, I don't have a roof anymore, or I don't have ceilings. So in order for me to get a ceiling, I would have to like delete a wall and then put the wall back. And then it puts my ceiling back. And then I'd have to come in here and raise this back up, which like isn't the biggest deal. It is a little annoying. And because there's not a way to add ceilings right now. Yes, they gave us actual management or actual management. So that's fair. I'm learning to build all of the build stuff because we all know that's my jam. That's my bread and butter. But like that's my biggest gripe right now is once you start adding different walls after you've built the outside wall, you've got to delete an outside wall to make the inside wall work again. So I'd have to delete this and then rebuild this. There's my ceiling. And then I have to come in here and re-raise this floor. But now I have ceilings here. There are rules and guidelines. If you're doing your storyteller, like there's a whole little thing. Like here, these are all of my quests. I have to find a job, place decorative items, cook a meal. If I don't want to do that, I can come over here to like these community boards and see what they have going on there. This game isn't like, this guy has a quest for me. So yes, share your frustrations with the dev. But how? How do I share a frustration? You click this button right here. See what it says? Send feedback or report or bug report. It's going to open up a new window. It's going to look like this. Right? You can select the type of feedback. So if it's not a bug, you can do a crash. You can do a suggestion, or you can do a general comment. General comment. I really love this game. Fantastic job so far. Can't wait to see what the future holds. Whatever. Suggestion. My suggestion I sent in yesterday was, I love the color wheel and all of the different options to use them. I think a dropper tool would be fantastic. Sent that just as I had a bug where I built a house, I exited the game and came back. My entire floor was gone. Don't know what happened. All of the walls were there. All of the furniture was there. No floor. So I took a screenshot of it and sent it in as a bug report. So they've made it really, really easy to do it. You tell them what the issue is. You give them a description. If there's a screenshot you can add, your baby is being carried upside down, because I hear that is something that is happening a lot lately. You just include a screenshot of your baby. Now, thanks. Good to know. Vicky's playing with her new tool. And they are listening, and I think they're very excited. So yeah, it doesn't have to be bad at all. So if you really like the idea of rebuilding the community center and the museum, and you're like, hey, I really like this idea. I think it's really cool. I love the way you've integrated it. Can't wait to see if you integrate something like that in the future. Then they're going to be like, heard they like these things. Let's see what else we can do with that. I love the customization tools. I really appreciate the variety of different eyelashes. I wish that we could have, in the future. I can't wait to see the option for more eyelash varieties. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be negative. It could just be a quick little, hey, love what you're doing, appreciate you, keep up the good work. All right. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be a bug. It doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? Jess, I am so sorry. That seems to be the thing today. I'm going to get her back out of this house. Yes. And the thing is, like, again, I don't want to say that this game is a Sims killer. I don't think it's going to be a Sims killer, because this game isn't The Sims. I don't know how to describe it. This is its own game. Who even knows? They be walking in all up in each other. This one is in between two. They're in between two lots. They're going to the beach each. But like, it is a different game. Is it a life simulation game? Yes. Is it The Sims? No. Does this game realize that it is going to pull in a lot of people that played The Sims and is probably trying to make that transition a little easier? Yeah. But like, I like this game for what it is. I like the little side quests. I like the structure of the game. I personally love the art style. All right. It is something that brings me joy. If you are somebody who prefers there's mods out there already to get rid of the cell shading. If you like the idea of having something over their head to show you what kind of mood they're in instead of this, there are different mods that add plumb bob-esque items. So, and that is something you could absolutely send in as general feedback. Hey, I really like the structure that is currently implemented in the game, in the sense of you know, you're starting quests and all of these things, I would love to see maybe some options for different scenarios in the future that are guided, different guided scenarios in the future, or different, you know what I mean? So yeah, see, there you go. It is, and please remember, they probably have a lot of ideas already flowing and running in their heads. This is early access. Let me see if I can find the roadmap real quick. Because they did release, okay, yeah. So May of 2026, which is this month, the Paralives releases in early access. You can play the game while it's still in development. Remember, it is still in development. This is early access. And you can share feedback and bug reports to help shape the future of Paralives. In June to September of this year, they plan on hot fixes, performance optimizations, bug fixes, tweaks to existing features, and quality of life improvements. So if there's something that is happening in the game, your baby's being carried upside down, you're doing push-ups through walls, the firefighters show up but don't do anything. That is, they want that feedback so they know what they need to fix in that June to September timeframe. And then within 2 years of early access, so between now and May of 2028, which yes, is a long time, but also this game is still in development. They're going to have their first major update in Q4 of 2026. So near the end of the year, we're going to have a first major update. That they don't say what that update is going to have in it specifically, but under it, they say more major updates. Weather and seasons is going to be included. Pools are going to be added. Pets is going to be added, and more. So they are already looking at ways to increase all of the things. Yeah. So like live mode features that they are looking to add are things like weather and seasons, a calendar, a family tree, dogs, cats, and horses, cars and bikes. I don't know if the cars are going to be drivable. My assumption is maybe. I don't know. They're going to add swimming. They're going to add boats and houseboats. Houseboats intrigues me. Okay. Yeah, we had lots in The Sims where you could build on the water, but that is not a houseboat. All right. Story progression for NPCs. If you don't know what an NPC is, that is a non-playable character. So just random little townies are going to have story progression. Gardening, fishing, organizing social events like parties and weddings and things of that nature. Calling paras over the phone and chatting online. There is currently a mod where you can call a para and invite them over, because that's not a base game feature, but it looks like it is going to be integrated into the base game. Tools to edit and create towns. We all know that that is the one that is going to talk to me the most. I love the ability to, and when I see edit and create towns, that leads me to believe that you're going to give me the ability to specify lot types like a restaurant, a library, a museum, a police station. I don't know if a police station is going to be a thing, but like, that's when you're telling me I can edit and create a town, I am led to believe that we're also going to get lot types and be able to specify what that lot is going to be used for. More personality traits, wants, emotions, jobs, and deeper parenting gameplay. So like they have quite a list of, and that's just their live mode things. And build by, they want to add pools, advanced roof tools, advanced stair tools. Although I think their stair tools are already pretty good now that I've discovered how to use it. Placing windows and doors on curved walls, because as of right now, you can't place a window on you can place a window on a curved wall. It's just a little janky. Basement tools, which obviously is something I've already been like, oh, I would love a basement tool. Lake and pond tools. More furniture and objects. And then in the maker, in your create a para, they call it a para maker, your ability to create pets, editing the genetics of a para with advanced tools, and more clothing items, hairstyles, and accessories. So these are all things, and I will link this roadmap so you guys can see it. Yes. So if you're curious, this is the roadmap. This is where I just got all of that information. Feel free to go check that out and see what's up. Just so you're aware. It doesn't hurt nothing. I'm on my way. So, good morning, Lucy. Do I hate the shape of this house? Yes. Am I keeping it? No, because this was just to test some things. We was just checking some things out. I was wondering if they were going to do occults. Okay. Dear cuties, there's a lot of things I want to do. One of the things I want to do is redo the Discord. All right. So I'm going to go and rearrange some things in the Discord, change some things. There's already a coffin bed. I'm going to add some channels, move some channels. I'm not deleting anything. The Sims channels will stay because I know a lot of you guys still Sims, even though I don't. I still want you guys to have a space to like do your housing challenges and stuff. When that happens, I will tag everybody so you can update what roles you want. I also, there's roles I want to add to the Discord, like your pronouns and what games you are interested in, in playing and things of that nature. So I just wanted you to know. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it is going to happen. Please, game. Thank you. To fit in anyway. All right. But yeah, in here, if I look at beds, there's a coffin bed right there. This is it's not CC, it's a mod. I don't know what Paralives is calling are they just going to call it mods, which is fine. That's valid. I know obviously a lot of us are going to refer to it as CC or custom content. But that's a CC thing. I have a few. I don't know where they all are. Oh, my Papa-san chair. Where are you at? This is CC. Look at it. I'm very excited. Yes. So like, I understand owning a car and using a car, but my question is, and they showed that you could drive a car when they was like, or was that the other? My hair tie just broke. This is being held up by a single bobby pin. So if anything happens, no, it didn't. I don't have another hair tie up here. So I agree with that. I like that I can just go into my main menu, click mods, turn them on and off, or go to browse mods from there. I do want to let you know, even though these mods are uploaded through the Steam Workshop, Paralives hasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. They've been checked by Steam, but that doesn't mean they're all necessarily going to be 100% safe. Most of the time they will be. What is this? I don't like the way they've got these things, you know? Just so you know. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love this song just because of that point. Like nobody but you, I hate everyone here. That's the line. This one right here. Baby, I don't care. I hate everyone here. Baby, yeah. Dronian girl. Dr. Onion girl? Which one is it? Please let me know. If you have a preferred name, I'd love to know what it is. If not, I might just call you Onion Girl, which feels a little weird. I'm not going to lie to you. But how are you today? Welcome in officially. Do you like life simulation games? We do them. This is probably my new hyperfixation. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Not even a little. Not even a little. So, curved walls is not something I have played with. You see, it says windows and doors currently cannot be placed on curved walls, but it's a planned feature. But if I wanted to curve this wall, they do have family tree in the plans. I'm on the curved walls. So you have to do do you see that? I have to do a base and then I can curve this. I can curve this as tightly as I want or as loosely as I want. I can make it a little heart if I wanted to, or I could just make it a subtle curve, you know, just a little round, bloop, if you will. So that's curved walls. I haven't built with curved walls, but they don't look terribly hard to build with. With my mind. What the actual shit did I just do? Don't know. We'll just go ahead and do that. Okay, no we won't. We're just gonna go ahead and shloopity bloop that. I don't need curved walls. I'll be very honest. I don't use curved walls in residential builds very often. In like a restaurant, a hotel, a bowling alley, things of that nature. Sure, I might throw a curved wall down. But outside of that, I don't know that I have ever really popped down a curved wall. If you have, that's fine. I just don't think I have. All right, so I want a back deck here. This is gonna be my back deck. Off of this back deck, we're gonna do, what's that? This is gonna be a living room. Entryway. I might go long here. Okay, so this is just like the floor. I'm gonna pull this down a little. Is that as far down as it's gonna let me go? Okay, and then I'm gonna keep that low, and then we're gonna grab this and this. Hello, floor. Okay, yes. Okay, so that's outside. Yeah, I am not a game player. We all know this. We're bulldozing again. We're bulldozing again. I will say in one of my saves, my para is a teacher, and when she runs to the school, which is somewhere over here. Nope. Where's the school? I don't remember where the fucking school is. I'll be honest, couldn't tell you. But you can see the kids also coming in and out of the school, which is really cute. I like the preteens. I like we have all said, and I think Vicky said it or Iru said it. I'm not really sure. I do think they looked at the complaints that Simmers had about the Sims and things that we wanted to see and haven't seen. The school is not a mod. And they really took that to heart and really wanted to make sure that we got what we wanted, because I think they know that like Simmers are pretty die hard. Let's be honest. We do indeed love that game. Where are you? It is like up. It's in this area, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know where it is. It's by a little park. I can see the area in my head. Can I find it? Probably not. Where's that little park? This park. There's the school. This is the school. So. They did. And I think Paralives is aware of that. And the team is really trying. But like this school is really cute. Right? You can't go inside it. Right now, all jobs are rabbit holes. Which I don't mind. Here's my 2 suggestions I think for the para team would be 135 stream streak. Thank you for the 35 stream streak. That's over a month of being here every day, and that's fucking wild. All right, go touch grass. She's gonna divorce me. What's gonna happen? We're gonna get a divorce, you know. 105 stream streaks. Before I could tell Eber to touch grass, she just said no. Wishful thinking indeed. I've spent a lot of money on this on the Sims that I don't regret it, right? Here's the thing. I don't regret the time or the money that I spent on the Sims because I genuinely and truly enjoyed playing the game. Am I going to go back to it? Probably not. And that's okay. Also, Planet Zoo 2, October 13th. What do we think about that? There's flying. They've added birds. Listen. Yeah. The announcement trailer was released last night. The Planet Zoo 2 comes out October 13th. And they have like, I'm not going to say an aquarium, but it looks like an aquarium. And they had flying animals and it looks like it's going to be top tier. I'm very excited for that. So. But I think the two suggestions I have for the para devs team is one, if my sim is in a single player household and I go to sleep or I go to work, it should automatically go into 3x speed. I know that is something The Sims does. I appreciated that because I didn't have to worry about it. It just did it. Number two, all of the jobs are rabbit hole jobs right now. Again, it's early access. They probably already have in their heads to turn some of these jobs into like an interactive job. All right. But if they don't, that could be a good time. All right. So those are right now. And again, as a dev, I'm sure they've had this suggestion thrown at them multiple times by people. I'm going to eat my lunch. We're having Lunchables. I am going to eat my face while I do so, though, because I'm eating a Lunchable and I'm going to shove the entire thing in my mouth every time I take a bite. And nobody needs to see that. Okay. If you disagree with me, that's cool. But you're wrong. I have a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I have some doubled up stuff. I'm surprised you guys aren't hearing like double music and double alerts. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's gonna be a good. I think it's good. I think what they're doing is good. I have like triples of some stuff on here. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. This is what I want to get rid of. There we go. Now I can just eat like the heathen that I am. Thanks, Lynn. Right in this little garage. Good. I just deleted it like I had triple resources. I'm going to have to go through my OBS and get rid of some stuff. Who wins? Oh, shit. Vicky won. Vicky won. Oh, everybody's beating up Vicky today. Damn. It is. Vicky won again. That one is a new command. You can fight each other. You can also show your ID. I can card you guys at the door. And it shows on the back of it, your name, how many months you've been subbed, if you've gifted any subs. I don't know what the little cog is. Not gonna lie to you. And then the Russian roulette, the RR command is Russian roulette. You can time yourself out for 30 seconds if you lose. Ooh, I might have to put a cooldown on that one so we don't overlap each other. Just like 10 seconds. You know what I mean? Just like a 10-second cooldown. Commands. Twitch. Roulette. I'm gonna just do a 15-second cooldown on it. And save. There. It's not a long cooldown, so if you use it, that was a community command. The ID is a community command. The fight is a community command. If you use Mix It Up, and the ID card, those are all community commands. Somebody programmed them all and set them up there for us to use, so I grabbed it. Not how I expected that to be used, Lynn, but also I feel like that is correct. Uterus said, not today, brother, not today. Oh, man. Let me go back to my house that I'm not building. It's over here. All right. I think I want to do a modern type house. Hello, ma'am. I was just kind of in and out of the room right now. So we put the AC in this room. Damn, Vin. Come in here shitting on all of us. Okay. Vin is the cutest patootie there is. He ruins the biggest walnut so far today. Damn. Vin really did shit on everybody today. I was gonna say something, can't remember what it was. I got distracted by Vin coming in here and being 99% cutie patootie. Did Vicky win? Hell yeah. I expect big things from you now, Vicky. Oh, Jess wins. That one, I think. It's pretty incredible how many times I mentioned Vicky in quotes, actually. Not Nybo beating up Nybo. And winning. Let me go. I'm still looking up beach house info. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. See? There's also any quote that has the word wiener in it is probably also in relation to Vicky because she changed her name to Wiener in Among Us one day. And I was just talking about wiener all the time. And I'll let you know, Lynn, I think you still punched me in the throat. W-I-E, I think. I didn't change the spelling. I just let it happen. I don't even know what that is. Oh, I know what that is. Let me turn my camera back on now that I'm done eating. This is the wiener that those are referring to. Is this wiener? It's a hat. I'm not putting it on today. See, that's my Goodwill wiener. That's my Goodwill wiener. I got it at the Goodwill. Okay. But if I do like, oh, I have no idea. Just know that we have a lot of quotes. Like I said, we went through a lot to get those quotes back. I'm not saying you have to use the quotes. I'm just curious. Right now we have 830 quotes. I don't think creamy was ever said over here. That is a Tommy Rachel quote. So, but if you want to know what's on your tombstone, you can just do exclamation quote and whatever pops up. Mine says you can eat my nuts. And that is from Tommy Rachel. So, you know. Okay. There you go. Who needs travel when you have Stitchy? Because Stitchy has her Lamborghinis. And that's the thing. Time is a sandwich. If you have ever been quoted on this channel, for the most part, some of them do get deleted. But for the most part, I will keep them. Because if I just do, Vicky's got a few, Lynn has a few. That's one of my favorite quotes for Vicky. I'm pretty sure that was in reference to Gartic. Okay. I know there's at least 2 in there with Sar. Maybe it's just Sar. Yeah. Because I don't ever call sorry as Sar. It's just Sar. And I'll elbow drop somebody. You're not late. Hello. Nibo is, I'm pretty sure, quote free. But like, we have a lot of quotes if you're looking for ways to entertain yourself. There you go. I can't believe that is the only quote I have for Sar. Sar has been here for 3 years, and that's the only time I have said anything to Sar that's been quotable. Probably because you don't punch me in the throat or challenge my my ability to do Gartic. No, not first is first second. You're always first. Somehow. I don't ever force a quote, right? Like, I don't sit here and say things because I think they're going to be quoted, but you all are able to quote. Like I said, at the end of stream, if I don't think if it was something that I want to see pop back up when we do quotes, I'll delete it. But exactly. And that's super important. Nobody thought of me in that moment but you, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Ooh, I like this one. I think this is what we're going to do. It's just a basic little house. It's a 1-story. I think we do wrap around back porch. Okay, so I'm going to do This, by the way, is a setting you can turn on here in gameplay. Start new wall automatically after placement. I went over this yesterday as well. If you turn this off, 15 streams streak. It'll only place one wall at a time, and I have to click to place the next one. With that on, it'll just let me. I inadvertently built a house while trying to build my house. So I have that toggle turned on because I like the ability to. Okay. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Because I have like, you know, I want like the one thing I wish I could do, because this is a thing. Number one, I don't know if you guys caught that. You guys see that? I don't think this is a mod. It could be. There is a mod for smaller squares. All I did was hit shift though. And I can do half tiles. It'll do this, and if I hit shift, it'll let me do half. Now I'm curious if that's a mod. I'm gonna look if that's a mod I have installed. There is a mod for it. Apparently, I don't have any mods. There we go. Nope, just kidding. Oh, they've added more households. They've got all of their households updated now. Why is my mods list not showing? I love that. I'm looking to, do you remember what the name of that mod is, Sar? If not, it's okay. That's what I'm trying to figure out myself right now. I don't think I have it installed though. There's a mailbox mod pack right in my basket. Okay, thank you. I'm looking at the mod thing just to see if I can find it real quick. I thought I heard you talk about it. I highly encourage everybody to get Parrots Work by Sacrificial Mods. Right? Highly encourage. It will indeed make you giggle. And if it doesn't, you don't know how to have fun. Exactly. There are electrical switches and outlets. I have one called Darker Nights because it's pretty bright at night. I might get loaded lots. I understand why they're not all loaded when you load the game. A smaller grid, thank you. I just want to make sure I don't have it installed. I do not have smaller grid installed. I don't have that mod installed. So that is indeed something that looks like it's available in the base game. Yeah, that I do not have smaller grid installed. All I did was hit shift. We're getting back into it. Yeah, I don't want you to turn it off if you would like. I just don't think we need it, you know? Okay. Pause. All right. So I want to do this. No, that's 100% valid. But yeah, shift, shift, shift. That's all I'm hitting. Listen, I am not responsible for any poor decisions you make while watching my stream. I have never considered myself an influencer, so I have not influenced you in any way, shape, or form. I'm just here to hang out and have a good time and yap. Okay? That's it. I think in order to do this, let's plan out our house. All right. I'm going to have the entryway here. So this is going to be my front porch. I maybe bring this over a little more. Okay, this is my front porch. I want my porch to wrap around. And then maybe we pull this out here. And then we can here. Okay, so that's just the porch. That's what I'm doing for a porch. Yeah, listen, add whimsy to your life. All right. Add a little whimsy to your life. Rebel just a little. Do what makes you happy. Okay, and then here. So this is going to be my front porch, entryway. All right, so this main floor here, and then I'm gonna kitchen this here. And then we're going to go up a floor and delete the ceiling. Okay. Yeah, I would appreciate free build, but also with the money cheat, I can just make my money the max money anyway, which is what I did. There is a mod for free build. If you wanted to just have a mod and have it do it automatically, there is a mod for free build. I looked at it and I was like, or I could just give myself money. Because I'm just building. All right, so I'm going to take this and raise it up. We've done this. This is how we do our platform, our foundation, if you will. Okay, and now we're going to go back into our build. And here, we're just going to trade. Gotta make sure I'm on the right floor. This is going to be my main part of the house. So I'm just going to go ahead and trace this out. Why are you like that? Pop that there. All right, that's the house. And with that, I'm going to pull up this, grab a door. I'm just grabbing a door. No, that's valid. So there's that. And then I'm also going to have along this back, I want like a big glass door. This might be the only one I like option. Well, there's this. And again, we can like, excuse me. Ooh, can I not with this one? Some of these doors you can make wider. I guess that's not one of them. Light away and let me out. Am I? Oh, you can't make the doors wider. You can make the archways wider. Okay. I think. Here's I want stairs going to the second floor. I kind of want to put them here. Because then we can sneak a bathroom in here. Bathroom, I don't know yet. I can make this an entryway. I'm thinking. I kind of want this to be the kitchen, actually. And then put my living room and dining room. So I think that's what it's going to be. And I'm going to go up, up, up. Okay. So this is what I was talking about with the walls not giving me ceilings. And that's the only way I know to fix it, is to delete and rebuild the wall. And it's page up, page down is what I'm doing to go from floor to floor. Okay. I don't think that this one is going to do what I want it to do. Nope. Okay, cool. Delete that and delete that. I don't think this is working because if you look, I still have floor underneath. Let me delete this and then delete this. It's fine. It's not fine. I'm getting really frustrated with it, but it's fine. I want to take this. Maybe if I pull that back, delete that. Sometimes this game does some really funky shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'll just get rid of that. Play with me. I will win this game. My eye's gonna start twitching. I will, like, most of it now has ceiling except for this back here. Let me see if I delete that and then delete that and then page up. Okay, now we have a ceiling. And now I'm gonna go into my half walls and pull this through here. We're getting there. Things are happening that are supposed to be happening. And then we're gonna delete this. And then we're going to go back into our mini wall here. Now everything has a ceiling. Like, this is what I mean. Like, the build mode in here, especially for ceilings, is kind of finicky. It's kind of like a little frustrating. Just a heads up, if you ever message me while I'm streaming, I am probably going to check to see what you said. Just so you know. I'm nosy and I don't like to feel like I'm missing something. All right, so we'll pop that in here. And then we will get all of our floors back the way we need them. This feels like it was too far. Okay, and then this one here. All right, and then we got to do, is this one up? This one is up. This one is not. But I don't know how high. That might be too high. That's too low. Maybe that's that. Okay. Okay, so now I have all of that. The question is, do I just say yuck it and pull this all the way to here? Do I just do that? I don't understand. You can save and cap. Like you can save the game in cap. I don't understand what the, oh, in CAS. Create a para instead of create a sim. Understood. Understood. Okay. There's new acronyms we're going to have to get used to using. The word cap as a term is indeed quite funny. I'm going to put a wall here. I'm going to make the door here. That is a window, not a door. All right. Because this tells me how high I need to make these doors. See? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. In the worst way. As for play, I think I want to pull this out. To be hateful in your fake Gucci sweater. It's hard. I like this song too. It is, man. It's cap. Yeah, it's really funky. Real funky. Not, it's like when, you know, I don't even, I tried it once, but like I said, I'm not a huge curved wall user. I might become a curved wall user in this game, but also just not what I typically use. All right. So I'm going to do a dining room. When you have a bedroom and a bathroom, or an office, maybe a library, you know, but we also got to get some stairs in here. So I'm just throwing some stuff around. Now I can't put that there. I can put it there. Page up. And I think I want to keep space for a small bathroom or a small balcony. I think that is correct. This, I think, is 2 now. And this should still be 3 in the back. Okay. And that should give me ceiling. It did. And then here I can do a bedroom, and another bathroom. So it's 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, primary bedroom. You're not going to have a primary. Well, maybe we can do a primary bathroom here. So it's a 3 bedroom, 3 bath. I like a Picasso. Okay. And then roofing. I don't hate this roof stuff. Like they give us a lot of the same options. They actually give us some fun ones. I don't know what this would be used for. I kind of like this. Let's see how this looks. I will say one thing about this roofing in this game that I do really like is this. I don't have to worry about how to build this fucking roof. It's already done for me. We all know the struggles I've had with building a roof like this in The Sims. This fucking motherfucking roof right fucking here, man. Oh, makes me so fucking mad. Also, Capri, did I acknowledge your 15 stream streak? Because if not, I'm an asshole. Thank you for that. I need to add a sound alert to that, or I miss it all the time. But thank you for that 15 stream streak. No, 100%. I tried to do these roofs so often and I just wanted to fucking scream, brother. I also think, hear me out. What if we added stairs outside here so you can get to the second floor? I don't like this roof. I don't hate that. But it's not currently covered. So if I do this, just to get the roof, you know? Is that something I can do? It is. And then can I just delete? Damn it. Well, if I can't have a roof up here, I don't want it. But also, I do want that. And then what I can do is if I delete this wall, if I do a fence, can I replace this with the fence and keep my roof? I can. Okay. I think I'm going to keep the sidewalls like that. Roofing in The Sims was hard. I build. I was a big builder in The Sims. I love it. So like, I really want to learn how to do the building here. So I can be, you know, doing my thing. All right, we're going to pop this roof piece here. I don't know. That's just flat, which is fine. There it is. I was like, I don't know if there's a way for me to curve this roof, like angle it the way I want to. It's advanced tools. So I can make this do its thing and then pull it up. Now, bear in mind in doing so, I don't have a wall here, but if you wanted a little more customization in the roof, you could do that. All right, I want just a basic roof, I think. I'm trying to think how I want to roof this part. I want a roof. sure you make somebody's night. It sure as hell's not mine. I don't like this. Oh my goodness, I fucking hate it. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh honey, I'm good. We could maybe do because this one has this stuff on it. So if I pull this over, roofing is the bane of my existence. Doesn't matter what game we play. That'll do. All right, I'm gonna duplicate that. And we're gonna pop it on here. Oh. Now my question, it does creep in. That's what I was curious about. I can creep that in. So I'm gonna have to alt place that just a little bit. And we're gonna duplicate that. Here's the issue. In order to cover this, I need like one of these, but only half of one of these. Yeah, I have this, which is what we were just using. I have a flat roof, which I will switch to, but I don't have a half hipped. We just have full hipped. I just have a full hipped roof. I'm looking to see if we have a half hipped. I don't think we do. We do not. So that's something that we're going to have to mention as well to the dibs, because if this didn't clip, I could make it work, but it does. So we're going to go with our flat roof here. Not your fault, but mine. Your heart's on the line. So we will just use this and pull this over. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's the options I have are solid. It just needs a little more IMO. Don't love that. I think I prefer it to look like that. I think I need to pull this over just there we go. Just a smidge. Again, we can change the color of our roofing and everything like that at a future point. But if that's going to be flat, I think I'm just going to make this flat as well. But I think I want it to just be even with the roof on all sides. Beautiful. Okay. And then we got to do, this is all temporary. If you've been here before, you know I like to do placeholder furniture. And it was your heart alone. Didn't I, my dear? All right, and then we're gonna pull this to like here because our stairs are gonna go here. About there. Move it forward. Pull it across. All right, and then you grab your columns, which are here. Where are you? There's our columns. Now, the other thing I learned with the columns yesterday when I was dinking around, I got this big old chunky boy. First of all, likes to be a pain in the ass. Okay. But with these, you can make them taller, but the other thing you can do is make them smaller. All right, you see how small that got? It's a fucking stick, brother. It's a stick. I don't want it quite that thin. Now I can't fucking grab it. This. But I can make this pretty much whatever size I want it to be. If I want it to be larger than that, if I want a big old column here, just as an architectural feature and not have to worry about it as a room, you know, beautiful. It's beautiful. So I just, you know, I discovered that yesterday. I'm sure other people have discovered it. I can add to inventory. So if this is one, I can put it in my whatchamacallit, my Paris inventory. Again, there's also the advanced toggle tool where you can rotate it and move it up and move it down and put your thing down, flip it and reverse it. You can do all of that with the advanced transform tool. If you are a PC player, is essentially like tool mod. You could just, or if you've played Planet Zoo, you've seen me manipulate things with that. That's what it is. So I want that. And then I can just take this and copy it and it gives me the exact same pillar. So I could just come over here and plop that where I want it over here. Maybe alt place does work. I can alt place. Duplicate that. And we're going to do another alt place. What's my name? And I'm going to take this one and shrink it just a little. Oh, maybe I'm not. Can I? You can't alt place that. Make room as a gizmo as well. I'm not sure what that means. Y'all probably think I'm fucking dumb today. My brain is just not working. Okay. It's not y'all. It's me. All right. For my doors. These are my slidey doors. These are also closet doors. Advanced tool is, oh, probably. Listen, if I'm good at anything, it's a landlord special. All right, so my sliding door, if I want to do this one, in the primary, I think I want to do, I got to remember I can add windows to make this look good. And then we'll grab one of these to put in here. I'm not sure exactly where in here I'm going to put it, but I also want to be able to slip one of these into stuff that you want. I really like this song. I don't know. It tickles my brain. Maybe I didn't think about using advanced tools and I just talked about it, you know? Hey. Let me page up so I can see. Yeah, you can. I don't know if Capri has ever seen me build in The Sims. I am a very fucking attention to the smallest fucking detail builder. If there's any sort of a gap, I'm gonna fuck with it until there's no gap. I'm insufferable sometimes as a builder. I am aware. I'll acknowledge that. As a builder, sometimes I am insufferable as fuck. All right. I know. All right, let's throw some doors around, just regular doors. This is a whole section I didn't even know existed. I've been using this door everywhere because I didn't know that this was a door. This was all interior doors. When I tell you genuinely and truly, I have been using this door because I totally skipped this category. Push it, push it, push it. I got the good stuff that you want. There's a bookcase door. Push it, push it, push it. Hey. What the fuck? Push it, push it, push it. Push it, push it, push it. Hey. I just want you all to see this door. This door has hands and feet. I don't know. Some of the stuff in this game genuinely just makes me giggle. Like this door. That's a front door that you can put on. There is indeed a matching Frigidator for that door. You know? All right. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. All right. Bathroom door. Bathroom door. Bedroom door. Some sort of a door. I might do a built-in here. Or an ensuite. But also, this is the only public restroom. And I say public like this house is going to be open to that. It's not. I'm going to move the door here. And then I'm going to flip it. I can also flip it this way. Or this way. So. But we're going to do sink, toilet, tub down here. And then we have office / bedroom. Kitchen. Something. I don't know what I said. A living room and dining room will fit in there somewhere. And then we have a restroom, a bedroom. External space. As much as the thought of you. I might do that. Because I say I might as I do the things. I might do this. But I feel like if I do that, I need to pull this over one. Oh my gosh, my uterus is trying to kill me. It is, in case you were curious how we're doing today. All right, and then we'll delete this. And then I could take this and move it out maybe. And then delete this. And then maybe I am within my lot. Don't tell me, motherfucker. You dirty bitch. All right. That's right. That's me. Oh, that's right. And I think I'm going to pull this. The primary bedroom can be a little bigger, or the bathroom can be a little bigger for the primary. And then if I move this out, even just one, I can move this door over a little bit. And that way we have a large primary. I'm trying to think how I want to set that up. What is up, Logan? How are you? Listen, real life first, always and always, and always and always and always. The other option here, because I have now moved some stuff around, is to move this here. I feel better about that. I'm glad that you're able to make it in. Thank you for having me tabbed. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you were able to make it in. I be lurking in your streams. I just go over there and like, I don't know why I tell y'all, like, I just go over there and hide. Y'all know, I just go over there in your streams. I appreciate, and I'm going to tell you all this honestly. I have a self-promo channel in my Discord for me. When you guys post that you're going live there, I try to come over and chill in your chat for at least half an hour, 45 minutes. So especially if you're, listen, I never bully anybody. I've never bullied a single person in my life. The only time I bully y'all is with love. Trying to convince y'all to stream. You know? Trying to convince y'all to just be the best version of yourself. I would never. I'm offended. I'm offended at the implications. You know? No, that's valid. No, listen, I'm never going to tell you guys. Listen, I've never bullied Tommy Rachel. I don't know why y'all think I would ever do that. Did I send her a TikTok last night that says, even though you like hot dogs for the shape and not the taste, you're still my homie? I sure did. That's not bullying, though. That's my wife. I'm allowed to bully her a little bit. All right? She bullies me too. Y'all don't hear it, but she does bully me too. Just not as much as, you know, she says I bully her. This is a really big bedroom. You guys know what I'm about to do? Bulldoze this bitch. I'm not even joking with you. I really don't like it. Five stream streak. Exactly. You get it, Logan. Thank you for the 5 stream streak. That's a whole week of being here. And you didn't have to be anywhere. You didn't have to. I appreciate you. Thank you. Now, I'm never gonna, I was gonna say, if you guys look to see who's in your chat, yada, 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 I'm never gonna like shit on you for that. I don't do it because it gives me anxiety. I don't know how many people are here at any point in time. I only know you're here if you talk. Because if I look and I see there's more than like 3 people here, I'm like, I don't even know. I don't want to know. You know, in my head, there's only ever like whoever's in chat yapping, y'all are the only people here. So right now there's like Capri and Logan and Sar, Vicky, Jess. That's it. So there's like 5 of you here, maybe 6. That's it. Those are the only people here. You know, outside of that, unless you say something, you don't exist. So respectfully, and I don't mean that to be mean. I mean that because if I think about everybody that's actually here lurking, I'm going to be like, gotta go. Bye. I can't do it. Little things make me want to cry sometimes. but that's just fine. It'll be all right. That's the only line in the song that I really like vibe with. Little things make me want to cry sometimes, but that's all right. I'm gonna be just fine. I don't know what I want to do. Let's see. Let me just look to see what we have here. We've seen the walls. We know what the paint looks like. These are your ceiling finishes. These are your roof textures. Okay. Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing. I would rather think y'all are just lurking and not having a yappy day. Yeah, I don't ever look at my viewers list. If you ever pop in here and you're just vibing and you never say a word, I appreciate you. Please note that, like, I appreciate the shit out of you. I just don't know who you is unless you say something. All right, let's look at our doors. So we have these doors we know about. We also have interior doors, which I just discovered. There are some goofy ones in here. These are patio doors. This is a closet door. Archways. These are nice because, again, you can like... No, that's fair. That's fair. I'll be very honest with you guys. I know we do Fortnite 3 days a week here. But these kind of streams, these are the kind of streams I like to do. I like to sit here, pretend I'm playing a game, but we're really just yapping the entire time. It's really, really hard when you're first starting streaming to not be discouraged by that. So I'm actually really proud that, like, you kept going. And once you start getting that community and those people come in and yapping and chatting, it does make stream a lot easier. But if you're streaming and you don't have nobody in your chat talking, that doesn't mean they're not there. I am prime example of I'm not going to chat, but I am going to listen and do what I need to do while you're doing your gaming in the background. 90% of the time, I'm co-working with you. But also... The big thing I've noticed, especially with newer streamers, just the ABCs of streaming, always be chatting. Even if nobody is there, get into the habit of talking to yourself, narrating your gameplay, asking questions, even though you don't think anybody is going to answer. Because I have in the past been yapping to myself and been like, oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Would you do this? And out of nowhere, somebody in chat was like, no, try this. And I'm like, where the fuck did you come from? How long have you been there? I'm not going to ask those questions. Right. But I'm just like, oh, shit, there was somebody there. So, like, just always be chatting, always be yapping, talking to yourself, asking yourself questions. Even off stream, I find myself doing it. Yeah. And that's, do you know how many times I have raided out with somebody and I've posted their raid message and then in somebody else's chat, I'll get, what do you mean you were there? I was there the whole time, brother. Making statements. Assuming? All right. Always be chatting. Always be chatting. Good. Yeah, no, and that's it. Like, once you start, same. I don't talk to chat for no reason, but I'm like, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to do this over there. Like, just get in the habit. Even, like, again, if it's not a game like Fortnite, it is hard to play Fortnite and keep up with chat. And you'll hear us all the time saying, I'm not ignoring you, chat. I'm locked in. Make sure you're acknowledging so they know that, like, I see chat is moving out of the corner of my eye because I have chat here, but I also have my chat, like, right in front of me. I have it in two places because I'm really bad, specifically in Fortnite, of not paying attention to chat because I'm so locked in. This way I can catch it out of either one of those spaces that chat is moving, and I can say, I'm not ignoring you. I'll catch up in a minute. That way chat knows. And 90% of the time, if you're a Fortnite streamer, chat is just as locked in as you are in the game. Once you've locked in and you're like, you're in the zone, chat all of a sudden will also lock in with you and be in the zone. I can't tell you how many times I'm watching a Fortnite streamer. I'll be doing something and as soon as you guys lock in, I'm like, yep, get it. I'm sitting here hyping you up the entire time. You're just never going to hear me. If you've ever been in a voice call, and like Sar can attest, Dimbo can attest, Tommy Rachel can attest. I'll be with them in a voice call doing something, and I'm like, oh shit, this just happened in so and so stream. Oh shit, they just hit that shot. Or they'll hear me say, good shit, good shit, good shit. I'm paying attention. I'm just not yapping with you. Like, I hold full conversations with you guys while I'm doing my own thing. You guys just don't know. I'm holding them with myself. It is hard. You are not wrong. I don't like, obviously you have your phone as an option to keep chat. You guys just saw my entire, in the display. Mr. Noobs uses a tablet. I don't know if that's an option. He has a tablet that he sets right in front of him because he has a really wide monitor and then he has a normal size monitor. So like, exactly. I do that all the time. The amount of times I'm like, hello, Eli. How are you? Welcome in. I'm going to ask, you don't have to answer. If you just want to lurk it out, lurk it out. Do you like playing life simulator games? And if so, what are your thoughts so far if you've had the opportunity to check out Paralives? Again, if you just want to lurk it out, lurk it out. So yeah, I do that all the time. I do it a lot. So I'm very much like and if you have a channel point redeem or you don't, like you'll see I have a silent hello channel point redeem. I'm not going to call you out. That lets me know you're there. You've checked in. You got what you need to do. But I'm not going to, if I catch that it's a silent hello, I'm not going to be like, oh, hi, so-and-so. How are you? I'm going to be like, okay, cool. You can have that. Have something that lets your lurkers know you're not going to acknowledge that they're there, but you know they're there. Silent hello is good. I have a lurker tax. That one I do acknowledge. But if you want to lurk and don't want to use that one and you hit a silent hello every 15 or 20 minutes so your view still counts, I'm never going to acknowledge a silent hello. Never. And it's one channel point, So I will say hi on your daily, but that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to be like, oh, hey, so-and-so. Oh, hey, so-and-so. Oh, hey, so-and-so. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. I'll say hi for that. There's somebody that comes in here who hits their silent hello and then their daily. And that just lets me know they don't want to be acknowledged, but they want to be here. And that's just what it is. So my chat can be peaceful and calm. And I don't always keep it professional, but thank you. No, I really like and I say that because the community has cultivated the space just as much as I have. I came in and I set the expectation. This is an 18+ space. We're going to have adult conversations. I'm going to say the word fuck, and this is my house. You're welcome here. But if you decide to shit on my floor, I'm going to remove you, essentially is the rules. And you guys acknowledge that. And you guys come in with your energy and all of that stuff that you bring to the community. And I appreciate that. But that's what I do. When you guys are streaming and I'm lurking, I'm over here working on OBS or I'm playing a game or anything. When did anybody say anything? Y'all are so funny today. When I say no self promo, I mean that in a, hi, I'm brand new to your chat. This is the third sentence I've ever typed. And I'm going to say, hey, I'm a streamer too. That self promo. I don't know you. Respectfully, I don't appreciate that. I know Vicky is a streamer. I know Stitchy is a streamer. I know Logan is a streamer. I know, you know what I mean? Like, we talk about your streams while I'm streaming because we're also what I would like to consider friends. I'm just saying, if you're not my friend, maybe you shouldn't be here. No, but like if I am comfortable enough being like, oh, what did you do on stream last night? I don't consider that self promo. I brought up last night that you and Jess were co-streaming Paralives together, and I thought that you made your character tiny, and that shit cracked me up. The other thing is on Thursdays specifically, because it is office hours, I expect chat to be a little more I do this on my stream. How would I do this? How, you know, because like that Thursdays is the day I dedicate to helping other streamers do things. But that doesn't mean it can only happen on Thursdays. If you have a question any other day, just yell. I don't mind. So, like, I'm not going to say I'm besties. We're not best friends, but I would like to think we're friends. Even if it's in that like coworker situation, I think you're still friends with your coworkers, unless you're not. Sometimes you're not, but typically that coworker knows you're not friends. And the beautiful thing about Twitch is even if we're coworkers, we don't have to be in each other's communities. You can go be a streamer over there and I can be a good streamer over here and we can never interact, and that's cool. So, you know, don't buy it. Oh, buying a gay game, that's fine. I will say Stream Elements, Logan, if you wanted a gayer stream, has a Pride package for free. It's all overlays. So if you wanted, I love how, you know, yeah. So on Stream Elements in their overlay section, they have one that is specifically for Pride. It has like a camera and it's free. It's got like a camera border on it and some overlays and all sorts of stuff. And it's actually pretty cute. I will say, because it's free and it's on Stream Elements, it isn't unique. Other people are going to use it, but that's true with any overlay, even overlays you buy if you get them off of Etsy. So also, I love being told, well, you're not gay enough. I would like to know how gay I have to be, you know? I am part of the LGBTQ community. Do I present as straight? Probably, but also, I hope not. I talk way too much about ass and titties. You know? But like, I'm never gonna tell somebody they're not gay enough. That's wild fucking comms from somebody. No, and that's valid. That's valid. There's not a single person in here that if you DM'd me a question, I wouldn't try to answer. So I will try to answer. Sometimes I answer and don't hit enter. Same. I'm very straight passing, but also I'm not. I just happened to find a good one and I'm going to keep it. Thank you. Shakes. Guys, we've made so much progress on this house today. Look at it. It's beautiful. I've pulled up this house 3 times. And the thing is, I'm never going to play this para. This is just going to be the stream build file, you know? No, that's fair. Listen, I'll bulldoze the piss out of every house here. Windows. I'm just looking to see what we have. These we know we can move around. There's also these windows. These are cute. There's also these little windows. This one has become my favorite. We also have this little cat window. I haven't used it yet, but like, look at it. Cat cafe win. And if you try to tell me that's a dog, we're fighting. No, thanks. Listen, I appreciate that. I never want to come off as, I just don't want people to think that I am essentially a Karen. Please don't perceive me as a Karen. Outside of that, I don't care how you perceive me. I also really like this window because I like this window in laundry day and I like that I can, you know, it does, but somebody is going to say that this isn't a cat. Cat, no. Cat, no. Look how long I can make the legs. Hold on. Window? She walks by. Eyes of more eyes brighter than. Listen. I wasn't a teenager before, Mr. Noobs, but I definitely turned into one after. I'm spoiled as fuck. All right. I don't mean like teenager as in I'm awkward. I mean teenager as in like I'm not doing it. Isn't it? I made that all by myself just now. Listen. I was just looking at things. Okay, welcome back from ads. I feel like that was a quick 3 minutes. While you were gone, I invented this doorway. You know, all it is an archway and the cat window. There you go. I was just looking to see what options we had. You know, so if I like click this and I can do the advanced, I can flip it, I can duplicate it, you know. All right, these are our windows. This is what we were looking at. This is one that I downloaded because I like the way it looks. I downloaded a couple of different like window things. These windows, we have these windows, and then we have curtains. I will be honest with you, not the biggest fan of all of the curtain selections. We have like this, and again, customizable, sure. I can make this, you know. This one, you can flip. Don't forget that. And I think on this one, yeah, you can change the rod into any of these, and the curtain you can also change. So if I wanted that curtain to be, I don't know, this pattern on it, I could do that. And then the rod gets long. Spare the rod, spoil the child type shit. All right. So like the curtains and stuff, they're fun or whatever. I want more. I want more, you know? I want the ability for this kind of thing to like change the direction, because there's some on here that I really like, but I won't use because I don't like this. This tells me it's a vertical strap, but it is not. No, my bad. This tells me it's a horizontal stripe, but it's a vertical stripe. I want a horizontal stripe. So I would like to be able to make that a thing. These curtains I really like. Again, we can like make these taller, shorter, all of those things. Don't listen. Listen. You're not supposed to do that. I do wish that you could add a swatch, like a textile swatch on these, and they weren't just solid, but also I like that they can be just solid, but any window can be just solid. Stairs we've already kind of looked at when we place these. You can take away the underneath with this right here, give it walls or take the walls away. You can add to the top of this the fence around, so it's already the same fence as what you have here. And you can change the side, or you can say, I don't want any fence around the top. And then you can also change what side the railing is on. So you can have it on both sides, no sides, or one side or the other, which is nice. The other thing with this is, again, you can change your swatcher. Yes. So if I decide I want this railing up top, right, and then I can come up here and I say, ooh, I actually would rather have this fence. I don't know if it'll let me change it because I don't have a floor, respectfully. So let me just. Let me do this just so I have a place for the stairs. Page down. All right, page up. And then I take this and I decide I want this. I can just, ooh, maybe you can't. Stop. I thought you could. I could be wrong. No, you can't. But there you go. The answer is no. I've been made a liar. What is this? Maybe? Put that there. Hit this. Page up. Page up. Get rid of this. Hit my stairs. Grab this. And then if I go here and I go here, this is a fence replacement tool. No. Because it's considered part of the stairs. I thought maybe this would do it, but it didn't. But if I... and I turn this, I can do that. This button is the fence replacement tool, so I can change the wall to a fence instead of like, you can do this where you drag it and it'll change, but you can also click this tool right here and then just click the fence you want and click the wall. So there's that. That's something I just learned. I don't know what this does. Don't really care. Architectural details. We have all of this molding. This is by the wall. Bulldoze. We're bulldozing. My life like a thief in the night, and you stole my common sense. I love this song. Never shine and the wolves will never cry till I'm whole. Then you again. Love how you kiss every tattoo on my face. Baby, it's the time and place to do what the doctor said. A dose of you a day. What you mean? The perks of being a fiend is that I get to take a dose of you a day. Hey. All right. Rough it up. All right. We have a roof. And now... go back. I stay up on the high, thinking about the way you said my name. All right, so this is by the wall. This is for the whole house. See? First one, by the wall. The second one, for the house. One more time. The first one will do just the wall. The second one will do the whole house. Cool. Cool. Columns. We've already kind of fucked around with columns a little bit. If I click this column, I can duplicate it. I can change the color of it. I can put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. This is all of our extras. So, hello, I am lost. Where did I go? Where am I? Don't judge me. All right, we have 4. I don't even know where that went. Page down. Do you go on the floor? All right, we have floors. Floors and walls. So let's see. This is floor. If I click this. No, but you know what I can do if I want to put it on the wall? Hey. I don't even know how I got over there. All right. But we can absolutely pop this on the wall with the built-in tool mod here. So if you want wall cracks, that's how you get wall cracks, kids. This goes on the wall. We got some drippy bits, more floor, graffiti. Let me paint this wall. For those of you who have been curious, right? You see, I painted the wall. It did the whole thing. If I don't want to paint the whole wall, if I don't want to paint the whole room, I want this to be separate over. Nope, 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 nope. This over here to be my kitchen, so it's separated. Now when I go into paint and I want to do this wall in tile, we about to do this? Are we about to do this game? Oh, it's because I have it on the whole house. I can paint just this wall and it's going to stop there. If you do have it on the whole room, it is going to paint the whole room white. But if not, you can just paint those 3 walls. Same with the flooring. If you want to make this floor different than this floor, that's what this particular thing is for. Because it's going to paint the wall. It's not going to paint, like in The Sims, it paints each individual like space. You can do it wall at a time. You can't do that in here. You got to use the separator tool. Not mad at it. Just bringing that up. Okay. All right. We have graffiti, which again, you can change. Oh, you can't change the color of this one? Interesting. Slug. C'est la fille. Whatever that says. Ruzzed. Opal. Cat. Again, with these. Okay. That's all. We have this. We have wall cracks. We have wall. We have big wall. I don't want big wall to be so big, so I'm going to make it smaller. It does affect the size of the bricks, which not a huge fan. That pop sometimes is so loud. We have crud. We have more crud. And we have wall spot. We have myth. We have whatever this is. And then we have this. Give me. Fine. I'll just move you, you little shit. So those are our wall things. I haven't looked at all of my options here. Kind of what I'm doing. So we have bulldoze. There's actually like the clutter. Some of this clutter stuff is what I want to see. Open sign. Absolutely. Throw that bitch on the ceiling too. Cute. Can I change the colors on this? You can. So you can change the colors to that however you'd like. If you're not like America, fuck yeah, you can change it to something else. You want it to be a little pastel-y cutes? Listen, tell me they're not. This is for a couch, I believe. So it's like a blanket you can put on a couch or a chair. You're not broken, just bits. I think. Also, I want you to see this. This isn't clipping to this couch. If you hold down shift, that's the only button I'm hitting. It will raise and lower the thing. Okay? Shift. Raise her up. Maybe a little more. Bring her back. Pop it down. That's all I did. Hit shift. Shift. That's all I'm holding down. I'm genuinely, you guys can see the shift button. That's it. Shift. I'm not even holding a button down on my mouse. All right? I'm just holding down shift. I thought it was important that you guys know that. Oh my God. This little thing is a little cutie. Hold on. You're going to sit on the edge of my couch. Look at him. Look at him. There you go. Works with stairs too. Bicicleta. I want a bigger bicicleta. Bigger bicicleta. Is this a disco ball? It is. I'm going to pretend that I can put a disco ball in my room. There you go. It's a disco, brother. Home. Hello, please. I didn't ask for that. Where are you going? Why are you so small? Okay. We have a candle. We have a stack of dice. We have lights. We have a tent. This is a mod. This is something I downloaded. This is not base game. I just want you to know that. All right. I can change the color of it, but that's all I can do. Some of them have polka dots and some of them don't. I think if I go in here, yeah, it's the whole item, but I can change the textile texture, which is how you change the other. Okay. Those things. Does this say help? Feels appropriate. We have another blanket that we can put on like the arm of the chair, maybe. It's shift. Maybe we make it a little bigger so it covers the whole arm of the chair. It's good enough. I also read kelp, which is why I was like, does that say help? I'm pretty sure that's an H because I'm pretty sure that's an H. Why wouldn't it be? Record player or a record. I'm gonna come back. Record, guitar. That is a tiny guitar. A candle, a bug, a bird. A bird. It's a blue jay and a cardinal. Candle. This is something you get like when you're first playing the game. I think this is part of your tutorial stuff. A doily. Lots of doilies to go on top of tables. Although I might make those into some rugs. Exactly. You do need a tiny guitar for your tiny para. You have the tiniest para I've ever seen. There's a lot. Look. Piggy bank. There's a lot of stuff in here. This creepy ass fucking cat. Okay. A spooter. A wagon wheel. They've included some flags in here. That's mine. A skull. Good to know. Good to know. Some plates. You saw how quick I got gingerbread? I don't know what this, just little baskets maybe. We have a clock. I'm just going through here and grabbing different things. We've got some rugs. I did see that this is customizable. I don't know if you guys have seen that. If you click this, you can change the text. And it changes the text. I like how off is massive. Can I... There you go. So you could do, what's that thing? There you go. This is in the base game. That is not a mod. That is included in the game. So if I decide my house is a shoes off household, there I saw this welcome mat. Like, I want it. I want a welcome mat that says, bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house. All right. Oh, it's a wall thing. I was like, what is that? We have little gooses. I don't know if on this one you can't. I was like, can you change the picture? No. Okay. But there's a lot of cute little rugs in here. There's cute mirrors. This is a pillow for your couch, a hanging plant. We do love us a hanging plant. Some of these pops are so loud. It's like normal, and then the occasional like really loud pop in my ear, and I don't know why. We have an umbrella. Listen. No, it comes in the game, it comes as leave. It says leave. I don't wear shoes in my house. I am 100% a slipper wearer. These slippers are what I wear in my house because I have 4 cats and I don't like stepping in cat litter. Mr. Noobs wears his shoes in the house. I quit trying to fight him on it. It just is what it is. Where's Finch? Oh, look at this moose. I don't know if it's just, yeah, it's just variants. Yeah, like we have house shoes. I'm just pulling random things out that I know are in the game. Look at this squiggly mirror. We got a lot of plants and I do like that. I haven't really looked at the clutter stuff, so I'm glad that I've taken this opportunity to kind of, there we are. There's our cow. Now it's a house cow. And there's your tombstone. This is what Vicky was talking about. You can change the color or the text on the tombstone. So it can say my remains and then my remains. And then you can have it change this. So you can change the name and the message separately. Yeah. Our litter boxes typically stay in the basement, but because I don't want her having to go from this floor all the way down to the basement if she is having a hard time breathing, we have one in the basement and then we have one right at the bottom of these stairs. It's so fucking annoying because all of the cats now use the small litter box on the bottom of the stairs instead of the massive. We have 2 massive litter boxes in the basement. Yeah, it's annoying shit. But yeah, there's that. And then we have whatever. Oh, electronics, TVs. It does say that these are purely decorative at the moment, which leads me to believe that in the future, they are hoping to make these gaming consoles functional. We have radios, we have power stuff. I don't particularly love, like that is on the outside, but there's not a thing on the inside. You have to like, oh, that looks terrible. That looks terrible sized up. Okay, but there's a fire alarm. What else do we have? Trash cans, lighting. Oh, you're cute. Benches and chairs. Benches and chairs. Listen. You are not wrong. I want you to know, you said cats are just tiny furry dicks, and this little shit showed up. It's like he knew you was talking to him. Because this one is. The only reason he's still here, Capri, is because he's cute. That's it. He's a little shit. He's a menace to society. He's a heathen. But he's real cute. Yeah. Yeah. This is downloaded. These are kitchen carts. This is the kitchen clutter. There's actually quite a bit of kitchen clutter in here. Steam sponge, spice rack, tea kettle, scale. Ooh, a basket of eggs. Wine rack, bottles of wine, ches. There's a lot. There's a lot in this. Also, I want to look at the tree situations. Don't do it. I already see you scheming. Yep. Already scheming, brother. Do they have... I thought he was going to bite me. We was going to box. You're thinking about... Ah! No. Are these tulips? This is my favorite flower. Yes, you do need one empty counter like the Sims for it to be functional. So that's what he does. He is very sweet, but he is also a menace to society. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Tommy Rachel will defend this little shit every day. but she doesn't have to live with this little shit. He's very sweet. Doesn't make him less of a little shit. I really want to do an Alice in Wonderland build now. Your breath smells so bad. He is a traditional tabby cat. Oh, they're puppies. One like you. Also, med check. It is that time of day. If you haven't eaten yet today, go eat. Grab you a snack. If you haven't had any beverage today, water, coffee, soda, I don't care what it is. Go get something to drink. If you have medicine you need to take and you haven't already, looking at you, all my ADHDers, take your medicine. All right? I took my medicine. Go take your medicine, because I know somebody in here hasn't taken their medicine today. We have weeds. We have vines. I don't know. That's got to be up pretty far. I don't like that. We have different vines. That's fair. I just took my, that's also fair. I just took my calcium. Also, Jess, in case you were wondering, this is the calcium I take. It's actually very tasty. Okay. I take one of these 3 times a day. And because I take iron in the morning, I take my iron in the morning and then I have to wait 2.5 hours. And then I take this like every 3 hours until it's gone. Hey, AK. I'm impressed. A song that seems normal. Now I'm concerned, you know? That's fair. All right. New Louis Capaldi song. I'll turn it up so we can hear it a little better. Rocks? That's a very square rock. I was curious what it looked like. I feel you. Good. Ooh, planter boxes. I think I have to have a window. So it's a little customizable. Louis Capaldi is fantastic. You can do this. You can do this. I like it. All right, we have terrain tools. I haven't really messed with those too much. Bulldoze in the lot. I'm not sure. I know who that is. Yes, I don't know that I've ever seen them. I don't know talking about here? No, you're good. You're good. I know who that is, but I only know who that is because of Stitchy. But I've never. It's not somebody that I've ever watched. There's a lot of Fortniters out there. Unfortunately, I can't know them all. Unfortunately, the Fortnite community is massive and varied. I don't know. Listen, I really knew I wanted to build a beach house, and I really don't know how I want to build a beach house. So back to square one, because I don't want it to be too big. Let me do. Cottage isn't the. Absolutely, you should probably get some sleep, but I also understand not being able to sleep with so much on your mind. I get that a lot. I fell asleep last night at 3 o'clock. Was up at 8. You could have said to make your heart beat better. Do you think we can do a stilted I don't feel bad about leaving stuff behind if it's not something I need. If it's something I need, yes. If not, no. Okay. It does. It gives a chance at a fresh start. That's fair. But like, your friends will still be there if they're your friends. Your family is always going to be your family. And you can buy a new car. Depending on where you end up. I know somebody. You know? But no, I think seizing this opportunity for a year or two is just going to make your relationship with your family stronger, honestly. And if it doesn't, and you'll find out who was really your friends. I found out who my friends were when I moved up here from Ohio. So I know somebody that knows somebody. No, in Australia. That is when I tell you guys, once I get to know you, I hear your names in my head a certain way. That is Seps, aka Thorn Lily. That's how I say her name in my head. Sepapapia. And then SARS. I don't know if SAR ever knows how I say her name in my head, but it's Sarius. Like, you know that. I don't know why, but it's Sarius. That's how I say SAR's name in my head. That's why I always just say SAR, because if I don't, it comes out that way. Yeah, everybody, once I get like in my head, once you have a thing, that's what it is. Tommy Rachel's is Tommy Rachel, like the Halle Berry song, you know? Some of you guys know. Beefy is the newest one. He's like the Sunday announcer at the wrestling thing, or at the car things. Beefy queso. No, and I think every kid does that. You know what? Fuck them. Fuck them. No, you're allowed to get a little sloppy. I don't have one for you yet. Because I called you a killer for a long time, and then Stitchy called you AK, so I haven't had the opportunity to like get you there yet. You'll get there though. It's gonna, it just pops into my head one day. And once it's in there, that's just what it is. You haven't popped in there yet. No, you just haven't popped in there yet. That's all. Once it pops in there, once I have you associated with something, good or bad, that's just what it is. Good luck. It'll never change. I mean, not everybody has one, you know? I would never call you a scammer. I will call you a pain in my ass. All right? I don't have one for Vicky either. Vicky, I haven't gotten one for Vicky or either Jess. It's just certain names just like trigger a sound in my head, or it comes out a certain way. And that's just, I don't know why it does it that way, but it does. You are a major pain in my ass, AK. And I would have it no other way. You are one of, but not my favorite pain in the ass. But you're one of my favorite pains in the ass, you know? I would be sad if you didn't want to come and hang out anymore. But I would also understand, because I'm also a pain in the ass. Okay, here's my question. Do you think if we do this, I'm just testing a theory, right? And I take this and I raise it up. So I've got it up here now. Can I take these walls down one? No. Okay. Cool. And then I take these columns. Do we see what we're trying to do here? Corner these bitches. I'm going to put these in the corners of the house. Isn't it lovely? All alone. All right. I put these here and then I delete this wall. No. Oh, it deleted the pillars too. I was wondering if we could stilt a house. It doesn't look like it. Not yet. The time may come. When they actually do foundations, the time may come. All right. Let me think. I'm really trying to think here of how I want this to look. Hopefully they allow us to put ceilings in at some point and just let the ceilings be the thing. I think we do maybe something kind of small. I want it off of the ground. I don't like how the grid changes. I want a really small foundation. Good night, AK. You have a fantastic night. Sleep sweet. All right, so if we do that foundation, and then we do sometimes this just doesn't want to work. All right, and then we page up. Thank you for the resub, AK. I appreciate that. 4 months is crazy. That's wild. All right, and then here I want to do that's where my bedroom's gonna go. I said thank you for the resub. I said thank you, AK, for the resub. I appreciate it. I just wanted to say thank you. Go to bed. Go to bed. Yeah. All right. I'm going to do stairs here. This is going to be a bedroom. I want it to be a little lofted. Yeah, totally. Anytime, AK. Tuck you right into bed after I say thank you. Gracias. How else can we? Let me look up all of the ways to say this. What about? I don't know how to pronounce that. Donka. How many ways can we say thank you? Thing is, I don't want to say it and offend anybody. I know there's like Danyavid, and the only word I know in Urdu is Kayla, which means banana. That's all I got for any sort of Arabic language is Kayla. So that's all I know. It is true. That's fair. I used to date somebody years ago from Pakistan, and he spoke that's where he wasn't even first generation, but he spoke Urdu, and I did not pick up a lot of that language at all. So it's pretty. I liked listening to it, but mistreated, misplaced, misunderstood, misknowing it's all good. It didn't help right now. Ta. Sounds good to me. Here? We'll put that there. And then with that, because I know that, I want to move this wall out. It is like British English from my understanding, but I don't want to make this too big. I want you to be able to get up, get into the bed. And then down here, living room or front door, and then we can do like kitchen, dining room. I don't want there to be a gap on this side. I lied to you guys. You can. I was thinking about it, because all I got to do is the issue is that's going to bring up all of those walls, but then I can like, I don't know how to do it, but you can. Absolutely. I don't have the ability to make a basement, but I will. Okay, I want that. I might have made this too big. I just wanted it to be a little. Yeah, we'll give you the attic. Attic sounds good. Attic sounds good. All right, so if we do this, I just really wish we could spin can I? Hold on. I didn't bulldoze it. All right. I just have an actual thought process here. stairs. Okay. So in order to place these half walls at a height I want, pull this up, page up, delete. All right. And then here in this corner, half wall, 10, page down. So I'm on here. All right. Raise this up. Can I now? We're going to fight a minute. We see where we're going. We see where we're going. It's fucking seizure warning and some shit. Jesus Christ. Stop it. I'm going to alt place that there. Okay. And then can I like I can do this, but can I okay, hold on. Calm down, game. I feel you. Maybe it needs to be a little longer. This one wall being that tall is crazy. It's cool. Let me delete it. And then if we hold on. I got this. I'm really trying here to see if I can make this a thing. Yeah, it's definitely finicky, but it feels like it's definitely doable if you're willing to finesse it. So we delete that. I'm going to pull this up to like here, which means I'm going to pull this up. Make this a little wider. Make this a little wider. Okay. So you can finesse it. If you figure out the platform, you can finesse it. This right here. I'm not sure. I would have to make this lower wall a little higher. And I'm not 100% sure how to do that. But you can I mean, you can see I've got a couple of different, but you can finesse. You can finesse. So I'm glad that we were doing all of that today. I just saw what time it is. I just saw it. I know where I want to go. I'm actually going to close the game because I think I might go lay down for a little bit. We got a friend on right now doing a little Fortnite who I haven't had the opportunity to go and raid into. So if you guys are coming along for that raid, the first raid message with the dancing dinosaurs, anybody can use sub, not following, not following, doesn't matter. That one is for you. The one with the frogs is specific for subs. We're going to go say hi to Kenzie. Kenzie's doing a little Fortnite. All right. I have not had the opportunity to raid into Kenzie, and I'm very excited to be able to do so. So grab your raid message. We're going to go say hi to Kenzie, show her some love. It does look like she might be, she's doing some reload. She's in a top 10 kind of situation. Oh, that isn't right. Raid. Make sure my pictures match. They do. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out today and letting me like deviate from the plan. I appreciate it. Remember to take care of yourself and then take care of everybody else. I love you guys so much. See you tomorrow for some community games. I'm very excited with the update. It'll be really interesting to see. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Fortnite. We'll do some community games. It's going to be a good time. I know Mr. Noobs and Tommy Rachel are streaming tonight together. I don't know what they're streaming, but I'm going to go find out. So you should too. Let's go say hi to Kenzie. I love you guys so much. I will see you later. Goodbye. Ooh, ooh. She's in a fight. She's in a fight. Oh, she placed 6th. I'm sorry. Let's go hype her up though, because she did place 6th. Love you. Bye.